Waiting all day for a Sunday night. Yeah. Woo, baby. God damn it. What is going on? What is going on? What's 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 going on? Happy football Sunday night. God damn it, as I'm waiting for the commentary to finish up on Patreon as we speak. I just got to make sure it can clear on YouTube. If it clears on YouTube at that point, then I'll be able to actually upload it and premiere it after the doggone game. I wasn't originally going to go live because Lord knows I need to sleep. But whatever the case may be, damn it, we're going to roll forward with it. Sound the alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated West Wing in Hold My Nuggets Studio as we have an AFC North battle of attrition for who will claim the top spot in the division. Well, technically, actually yes, because the Browns did lose today. Baltimore and Cincinnati are tied at 2-2, so whoever wins this game takes sole possession of first place in the AFC North, where both the Pittsburgh Steelers got blown out today by 35. And the Cleveland Browns, who absolutely missed the last-second field goal, you'll see it in the doggone commentary, took L's today. So whoever wins will be the one winner in the AFC North a couple of weeks after not a single team was victorious, and a week after 3 of the 4 teams were not victorious. If anything, the past couple of weeks, there has been one AFC North victory, actually 2. But whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, here for week 4, Sunday, week 5, Sunday Night Football, game live, highlight commentary. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? 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 I was going to keep saying that until I run out of breath, but damn it, for whatever reason, I got some doggone energy tonight. Whatever the case may be, what's going on, y'all? Let me take these shades off. I ain't trying to sit out here looking like Ray Charles and shit. I can see. My eyes work. Don't call me Stevie Wonder. V Broken in the building. Michael, Gavo, Jake in the house. AB, Thunder G, what is going on? Day Jones, how is it going, Day Jones? The True SK, Randy Squared, Big Fat Paulie, what is going on? Shovel in the house. Eric Taylor, Elias, what is going on? Kasha's in the house. What do I think about that Bray Wyatt return? I'm so happy that I watched Extreme Rules this morning because Lord knows it'd have been spoiled than a son-bitch for me. So I was happy that I was able to watch it. Very good pay-per-view. Triple H is doing his thing. Sagacity in the building. What's going on? King Savage, DeLorean in the house. Mahmoud put 5 on and said, please make sure to highlight the referee incompetence in the Falcons and the Bucs game. I love the fact that you said to make sure now. I mean, damn it, the commentary already done. At this point, if I went live and then I'd have to go back and fix it, now that we'd be sitting here for a little bit. But yeah, it is mentioned. It is mentioned. But yeah, and it ain't just the roughing. Well, unfortunately, it is only the roughing that is particularly covered on this particular one because I think it was the biggest one. Now, granted, there was a missed pass interference. It was a terrible call of defensive holding. But by the time I had access to those doggone highlights or whatever the case was, I was already, moseying on down with the remainder of the video. But whatever the case may be, I think the most important one was definitely covered, being that roughing the passer, terrible call. But we'll touch on that as the stream progresses. Jeffrey put 5 on, said, my Ravens going to win tonight. Bengals getting on that L train. Mike put 2 on, said, been waiting to stomp out the Bengals for a year. Well, we'll see how that all plays out. Let me know right now in the comment section who you guys got winning tonight, Ravens or Bengals. Let me know who you guys got winning in the comment section. David in the house. Jabbar and White. You God. Danny C. Brown. J.D. Davis. Dwayne. Kyle. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Have y'all been enjoying your Sunday? Have y'all been enjoying your Sunday? Crimson. Captain Espanol. King Vine. Scooter. Ryan. Maxwell. Darrell. Get good, please. Flowheart. Unknown. Yink. A lot of people saying Ravens. Shit. Richard, I would love a tie. Best believe I'd love a tie. Titan Omega Music said, we didn't boy. I'm seeing Bengals. I know Yash is in the building. I know he rolling with the Bengals. Jeff Reviews in the building, put 2 on it. Said, how about them Cowboys? Hey, man, 4 in a row. Cooper Rush has not lost yet. Is he the reason why they winning? That defense has a higher stake, but damn it, you cannot deny the successes that they are having there. So you got to give them their credit. Snow said hoping for a tie because that's what's best for the Steelers. Ain't that the truth? Danny Dukes, pardon me, Danny McCullis, but 2 on said Giants with a big win in London. I did not see that W coming. When I saw that the Packers were leading by, if I'm not mistaken, 17 points, I'm like, man, they should run this up. But this is now the second time in 3 weeks. The second time in 4 weeks that we see. No, it is 3 weeks. The second time in 3 weeks that we've seen the Packers go scoreless in the second half and do virtually nothing. So that actually concerns me about the Packers moving forward because they just like the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns early on in the doggone the first 2 weeks of the season. They get a lead, they get comfortable, they stagnate on offense. Their defense can only hold up for so long, and then all of a sudden you find yourself final moments of the game trying to figure out how the fuck you've got yourself there. So that's a little concerning for me regarding Green Bay, but hell of a doggone victory for the Giants, man. Do I still consider them somewhat legit? I still think it's a little early. However, I can't sit here and not give them their props. So to the Giants, I give you a head nod of acknowledgement. My thoughts on the bullshit call on Tampa Bay, watch the commentary. Coming after tonight's game is finished. Timothy Patuan said, real high playing old games. What's up, my man? Oh, wow, you're high playing old games. Well, there it is. Oh, the YouTube version just saved. Let me go ahead and upload that. If there's anything that I hate about the NFL, these goddamn extended checks that things have to go to. Before, you could have a video. You got fast Wi-Fi. It go through 1, 2, 3. The son of a bitch is ready in 10 minutes. Now, they got to sit over here and run through all these goddamn checks. For what? For what? It's ridiculous. Just for them to block it out of the blue after 30 minutes. Somebody got to see me, Roger Goodell. I've got a shank for you and Sims. Not literal, because Lord knows you could mess around and take me to jail. Mahmoud, put 5 on it, said, the thing is, Brady was gored in the third quarter, should have been called, but the refs completely ignored it. Well, that's very disappointing. 12-05 for life. Put 2 on it. Said, how do I feel about Justin Fields today? He still played subpar. I'm not going to lie to you, dog. Do I think that he's just not an accurate passer and he just can't get it done? Not necessarily. However, I do feel as if the Chicago Bears haven't done him a very good they haven't put him in a great position. I think he needs to have a quarterback guru come in and coach him. Until that happens, I cannot envision a circumstance in which he'll be able to excel to the level necessary for him to play the same brand of football that he played in Ohio State. Sir X Gemini Patuan said, I still have no confidence in this Ravens defense. We will see how things play out as the game progresses. Straight out of the gate, first down to Jamar Chase. All this man does is pick up first downs. Oh, by the way, one of my shout out to Tyler. One of my very, very close friends had mentioned Julio Jones is retired. He just don't know it yet. And I would agree with that statement. Dewizzy said, put some respect on the NFC East. Hey, man, they doing all right, except Washington, of course. But the Giants, the Eagles, the Cowboys, they all look good right now. They all look good. But the one thing about the NFC East has always been, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. If there's anything that the NFC East has made famous over the course of the past decade and a half, you'll have a very good first half of the season, and then all of a sudden, the person who was in front in the division, with the exception of maybe 4 or 5 seasons, whoever was in the front of the division falls off a goddamn cliff. So we'll see which team that will be. Will it be Philadelphia? Will it be New York? Perhaps it'll be Dallas. So whatever case is, I'm excited for it. Timothy Pafavon said, what's up with the Rams? This feels more than just a Super Bowl hangover. I think there's a level of, because all of the games that they lost, they were in. So with that being the case, it's a matter of 1, execution, and then 2, discipline, because it's the little things that's costing them. Similar to last year when they were, what was it? It was 7-5, and then they were able to, get things together towards the tail end of the season to finally, mess around, qualify, then play in the wild card, and then go to where they had to go. But for the Rams, offensively, the philosophy isn't there. They're not running the ball effectively. Then, outside of Cooper Kupp, who is making the receptions? They desperately they're missing Robert Woods. They need Robert Woods. And letting him walk was a terrible decision. So, them not having Woods, you got a big body in Allen Robinson, but you took away that streakiness to be able to slip through defenses. And now you're in a situation where if it's not in Cooper Kupp's hands, the next read is Higbee. You'll occasionally look for Allen Robinson. Maybe you can dump it off to Henderson, but the offensive line isn't protecting long enough for you to be able to do that. So they're completely out of whack. And then defensively, they're not terrible. They're just not at the same level they were last year. Why? Because the pass rush, losing Von Miller hurts, because that really helped on the pass rush. Adding Bobby Wagner is great. However, Bobby Wagner is not who he used to be. He's nowhere near washed, but you need something to substitute that pass rush, and that's simply not there. Why do you think they moving Aaron Donald to freaking end, moving him and all over the place? Last year, in the past couple of years, he was moved here and there, but it wasn't at the level that it's now because they recognize, we can't rush the passer. So it's a number of different things. But the Ravens got themselves a 3-and-out right now, forcing the not 3-and-out. The Bengals just had to punt because they did pick up a first down. But they're going to get the football. The Ravens will get the football back. And now we will see what'll happen when Lamar Jackson has the football in his hand. It was a 5-and-out for the Cincinnati Bengals. Mahmoud put 2 on, said Brady should have been retired. Thanks CR7 for that. Terrell put 5 on, said, have I ever thought about going live on Twitch with a very good low latency? Well, no, not really. I mean, I was banned on Twitch for a minute, and then I believe I'm unbanned, but I can't seem to figure that out. And if I'm not mistaken, let's just say I go live on Twitch. Good Lord, went down the road pipe. But let's just say I went live on Twitch. Somebody say something wild in the comment section. Can I get banned for that? Henry pull up talking about motherfuckers is chained up. And now my Twitch get banned, I'm going to be sick. If I'm going to get banned, I want it to be on me. Zapped. Put 5 on and said, good evening. We didn't boy. Coming for the fraudulent Sheagles. We shall see. Jake the Snake, put 2 on and said, what's the biggest robbery of last NFL season? The biggest robbery of last NFL season. The biggest robbery. I'm pulling the blank. I'm going to give me a second so I can get this figured out. How is it still checking for check? That's crazy. It's been checking for 25 minutes. Thank the Lord. Okay, I can upload it, but damn it, it's not, it's a regular. I can just regular upload. I ain't worried about no goddamn monetization. I never got no dime from NFL commentary. Matthew, put 2 on, said Micah Parsons is him, Defensive Player of the Year, way too early. Jeffrey, put 2 on, said Josh Allen MVP, way too early. But if you had to talk about front runners, I think he would definitely be in that conversation. I said that you can't really look at MVP, who is particularly who should be receiving it, things of that nature, until about week 8. However, if you were to consider players in the league, I think Josh Allen definitely has the highest case at the particular moment. But whatever the case may be, we shall move from there. Hey, Patreon, I'm going to upload the commentary right now onto Patreon so that it will be there. Let's get that going. 2024 NFL Week 5 Sunday afternoon. You highlight commentary. All right. What a wacky Week 5. And then we'll get that up for the people. Oh, Lord in heaven. Here comes Henry. Peyton put 2 on, said, check the Discord. This is urgent, man. I got you. Give me a second. Mr. Two-Face put 2 on, said, my Packers lose. Struggling every second half is bad. Ain't that the truth? Henry said, yo, Mail, wait, your brother's locked outside the house? That's concerning. Your parents are out. The neighbors are screaming at you. Your windows are foggy. It's hot in the bedroom. Your back is sweaty. Legs cramped up for 4 hours. First off, your legs were cramped up for 4 hours. I think you need to call somebody. 5 TVs are here. What is the significance of the televisions and your legs being cramped up? What were you doing? You said Popeyes XX vid on all of the televisions. Popeyes XX, were you ordering? Oh, no. Perhaps you stole the display televisions from the Popeyes franchise. If that's the case, the police are on the way, brother. You put hashtag spooky. What do you mean by that? Oh, Lord, there's a fumble, but it's scooped up by Duvernay. And what do you know? He's able to turn it into a positive and picks up a huge first down. What are the chances, huh? What the hell are the chances? That's something. I wouldn't have expected him to be able to turn that into a first down, let alone something positive. But, hey, congrats to that, brother. Getting the doggone job done. Duvernay making plays. We're going to watch a movie. Let's go here and get the link so I can put it in the post. There we are. Perfect. Okay. It should be up on Patreon now. Perfect. Commentary's up on Patreon now. Lord Nova put 2 on it. Said, show them boys some love on the commentary. Hey, man, they 4-1. SpongeBob definitely going to be bigging them up. Fresh hot L's. All kinds of teams getting fresh hot L's for this particular week. All kinds of teams getting all kinds of fresh hot L's this week. They're not having a good time right now. Let's see here. What is going on? Oh, is this the Giants sideline? Is that what it was, Peyton? Was it the Giants sideline? If in the event that it was, I did indeed see that. Mr. GH2, put 2 for 5 on it. Said, I need Jerome Booger and the rest of the staff of the Falcons-Bucks game to be dealt with. The fuck kind of roughing call was that? Yeah, it was terrible, terrible rough call. Tyler said, what's my nickname for Bailey Zappi? Man, I don't necessarily have one yet. I think I said in the commentary, float like a butterfly, sting like a zappy, but I don't really like it so far. I think I'm going to have to use like a Pokemon, or maybe like a Zapdos. Zap. I got to figure it out. It depends on how long he's going to last, because I don't know if Hoyer is going to be gone for a period of time, whatever the case may be. But, we'll see. We'll see where things go. We'll let time select where I would go with that. Zapdos, maybe like a Zapdos kind of situation. Yeah, Simeon, that makes sense, like a Zapdos. Who knows? Although that sounds weird, Zapdos would be better. But then Zapidos. I'll make it Hispanic, I guess. Is that racist? Whatever the case may be. YG said, the greatest to ever do this commentary. The NFL announcers need you for real, for real. Well, it would be entertaining. However, we would be off the airwaves within seconds. Not because I wouldn't be able to control myself. However, I would utilize a lot of innuendo. And because I'm fit the description color, I'd highly doubt I'd be able to get away with it. Lamar better get rid of this football. I don't understand why he did all that. He should have just ran. If this doesn't turn into, I'm telling you something right now. If this drive doesn't turn into a touchdown, Lamar is going to look back on that play and be like, I fucked up. Because if he ran, take a look at the replay right here, right? Look at what Mike Hilton does, which he does a very good job of containing, right? So Lamar Jackson gets outside. If he just runs full speed towards the first down marker, he will have picked up 8. And if in the event that his wide receiver turned around and blocked, he would have not only got the first down, but if he does his Lamar Jackson miraculous sort of movements, he could have messed around and got a touchdown. He could have ran. He had an angle. Keep in mind how fast Lamar Jackson is. Let's not forget. Mike Hilton, now granted, it looks from that distance, it looks cool, but how many times we've seen Lamar Jackson do some crazy shit? He could have ran. Peyton screaming for them to give it to Mark Andrews because he got him on his fantasy team. Mr. O'Gerald said Lamar ain't running this year. He getting paid. What you mean? Did you forget? Lamar Jackson had that game where he ran for over 100 yards and threw for 300 or some shit, where he had 5 all-purpose touchdowns. This man's still running. What you talking about? Hey, here you go. What you got to do? Kick a field goal. Why? Because you ain't want to use your feet. If this game is a difference of 4 points, this is the drive that did it. TDG. Put 2 on, then put another 2 on. Said his nickname is Zeppy Hour. Well, I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, said Bengals got to stop the run. You know what's hilarious? What don't make sense? If I understand you want Lamar Jackson to showcase his passing ability, right? Because he can pass the football, contrary to popular belief. However, what's so interesting to me about Lamar Jackson is the fact that his offenses, the past, since he entered the league in 2017, I don't think there's been a team that's ran the football over the course of 5 years in a 5-year span better than the Baltimore Ravens. So ultimately, running the football should be what's on the marquee. J.K. Dobbins is back. Lamar Jackson is still Lamar Jackson. Run the doggone football. And then ponder the pass. Not to say that he can't pass, but they play action fake would be absolutely lethal. Nobody would be able to see it whatsoever. High Noon said your fantasy football team needs Lamar to score 62 points. He needs to throw 3 TDs on his damn self. Well, goddamn. That sounds like a experience. Brandon said, how do I feel about the Extreme Rules pay-per-view last night? Who's the first person that Bray Wyatt goes after? Well, first and foremost, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. As for who Bray Wyatt should go after, I think he should stay away from the title. If he goes to Raw, I don't want him to get interjected into Seth Rollins and Riddle's thing that they got going on right now, which is very, very, very entertaining. I think Bray should just I think maybe he should just attack a bunch of not even get into a match. Just be a disruptor in a bunch of different angles. Not get involved to where he's, on the story. I just think everybody should have their head on a swivel because this lunatic is loose. Give him a small segment once every show. I think he should be on Raw and SmackDown. Give him a segment. He just show up, attack motherfuckers, go about his business. No conversation, no warning, no, after, like he hits the dude or whatever, you end the show or you end the segment, go to commercial break right after it's done. Have so much people enraged at this man to where now so many, entering the Royal Rumble, the storyline's going to be crazy. But he's going to have to be like, prime, suspect number 1. Once he enters the Rumble, motherfuckers gonna be like, yo, we gotta wash this man. But somehow he's gonna get people to turn on each other. It should be a mind game city with him. That's the best case scenario. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Amar said, I'm following UFC 280, Oliveira versus Islam. Well, no, I'm actually not following. I'm not following you at the moment. No, I wouldn't want him to battle against Giga Negro. I don't think so. There's been 22 years today since I did it for The Rock. Galatians for 5 on. Say Eagles won, Phillies won, was at Extreme Rules. Everything going good this weekend. Hope your Steelers can turn it around. Not on my Eagles, though. Well, we can all hope. Has the ship sailed? I don't think so. But I mean, I live my life as an optimist. But ultimately, if they do, if they don't, it is what it is. I ain't one of them fans that's gonna sit over here. Well, even if Pittsburgh can't make the play, at least maybe they can have a plus 500 season, so Mike Tomlin won't have a losing seat. No. Go out there on a week by week basis. Put your best foot forward. Don't shoot yourself in the doggone foot, and then you'll see what happens. Like I said in the video today, I'm a firm believer of football being in any given Sunday. It doesn't matter who you line up out there. You can have the 2008 Detroit Lions playing against the 2007 New England Patriots. And going into the game, there should be no reason why anybody would ever say the Lions have a chance. But if you play because remember, everybody out there are all professionals. You play to the best of your ability. You do your 1/11th. You would be surprised what the fuck you can accomplish. So that's ultimately what it is. So my message to the Steelers is, at this point, everybody done wrote you off. Don't write back, though, as Geno Smith would say. They try to write you off. Don't write back, though. But you writing right now. You writing. You got carpal tunnel. That's the way you playing. You playing like you writing letters out there. You know what I'm saying? Because they wrote you off and you still writing, stupid. Y'all play like garbage. But we ain't talking about them right now. We talk about the other teams in the AFC North. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens, where Jamar Chase can't seem to pick up any yardage on a 2nd and 12. And now it's going to be a 3rd and 12, 3rd and long. And can they pick up a first down? Ice Tray, 5 said, my Patriots wore their throwbacks for the first time in 10 years today and got an easy W. Yes, they definitely did get a great win. Shut out the Lions, who came in with the #1 offense in the NFL. Very, 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 very good showing for the Lolly Lule Low. Very good showing for those guys. Oh, yes, I think I can premiere the video for tonight at 11. Actually, it was funny is I expect this game to be fast. I don't think we're going to get to 11:15 and this game will still be going on unless it goes to overtime, because there will be sacks, as you see polls, because Joe Burrow just got taken down. Both teams are going to try to establish the run game. I actually would hope this is a low-scoring game so that the run game is still, ineffective. But somebody need to go out there and help Joe, man, because he didn't deserve that. Why does he continually get assaulted back there? It's ridiculous. Jason Pierre-Paul. I forgot this man was on the Ravens. My son 8-Piece is still out there doing his thing. Hey, man, I'm happy for you. Oh, what you going to do on this return, Duvernay? What you going to do? Yeah, oh, damn, they done tripped this man. Pulled him from the shoelace. Not having a good time. Thoughts on AB new Twitter post? Watch the commentary. Shit. Let's go. 2022. This man freaking... So many one-hand catches today. It was ridiculous. Week 5. Good Lord. MDJ Patuan said, thoughts on Rhea Ripley hitting Beth with a chair. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I couldn't wait for her to go ahead and swing that chair on Beth. I hated the fact that Edge said I quit, but of course he would have to say I quit in that particular manner, given what happened, and I like the fact that they still went through with it and hit it. Here's my problem that I have. Again, like I've always said, I don't like the fact that you can have these dudes beating each other up left and right. All of a sudden, a woman hits them, and now they're like, I can never put my hand. This woman swinging kendo sticks. She locked your hand with a lock. Nobody gonna look at you as less of a man if a crazed lady whose only objective is inflicting pain on you is now met with the exact same nefarious intent that she too was exhibiting. It doesn't make sense to me. I will never understand that. I promise you, if in the WWE or in wrestling, well, WWE primarily, if a lady pulled up and withdrew a weapon, she pulled out a firearm, Glock 19, as Arn Anderson would say. I pull out the Glock and spill his brains. If a lady pulled out the Glock and all of a sudden you see death is before you, these dudes would rather accept death than to respond. It bothers me. It bothers me. I don't like that. Because we're literally, it's insulting my intelligence. It doesn't make you less of a man to defend yourself. It's ludicrous. Arlen put 2 on it. Said, why are the Pats called the Lolly Lule Low? Metal Gear Solid 2. Or I should say Metal Gear Solid, period. But the Lolly Lule Low are the code name that they had for the Patriots in Metal Gear Solid. So it's one of those inside jokes. And I've said time and time again, from dating back 6 years ago, from when I first started the commentary, I'm an inside joke kind of guy. The only difference was when I had first started, I didn't have people who were in the in crowd to understand. So you just say something long enough to where the people who get it, they get it. The people who don't, they don't. But if you wanted to know, that's how you know. And there still will be a ton of people in the comment section. Why does he call them the Lolly Lule Low? I don't understand. But I'll tell you what, who doesn't understand something right now. The Bengals defense, as J.K. Dobbins picks up a huge first down. Glacius, put 5 on, said Double J, Jeff Jarrett had no problem swinging on a lady with a guitar at that. I still got clips of this man hitting ladies with a guitar. I'd put one up here, but it's the entire goddamn clip, so I ain't doing that. Mess around, the goddamn stream get taken out for copyright because the WWE not rocking with it. Actually, it might be WCW, so technically it would still be the WWE because they own their rights. Beautiful run by Dobbins. At first, I was about to say Ray Rice because I saw 27, but you know that ain't who back there. Ice Tray, Patuon said short-haired AJ Styles versus long-haired AJ Styles. Short hair is much better. I agree. Short-haired AJ Styles was different. That's an innovator right there. A long-haired AJ Styles is, I'm not going to say the second coming of Shawn Michaels, but he is the best performer in this, generation of wrestlers. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But Baltimore already driving down the field. It appears that, and if this keeps up, right, you can mess around and mimic what happened when Baltimore played against Buffalo, because it looks good right now for them being able to march down the field, per se. However, for Baltimore, the game really, the first 3 quarters really don't matter. It's the fourth quarter for them. For Cincinnati, they just need a pulse to get to the fourth quarter. So I'm not going to say this game, the first 3 quarters don't matter, because of course that they do. But really, when you think about it, both these teams have showcased the fourth quarter is where everything matters. Of course, it already does regardless. But still, it seems as if there's a higher emphasis for this particular, matchup. Third and 10 from the 49. Do something, Lamar. Get rid of the football. He's going to get sacked. He held the football too long. He's going to get sacked. Hubbard, Hubert, and company, Hendrickson, and everybody else done made it back there. This man held the football way too long. Great job from the Cincinnati Bengals front. Oh, whoa, there's laundry on the field, though. What's going on here? There's laundry on the field, though. Tiger, Tiger 17, put 5 on it. Say, how do you come up with your put your motherfucking head back down reference? How do I come up with? Oh, how did I come up with the put your motherfucking head back down? Damn, they was holding on to Woozier, so that sack is about to get erased. But how did I come up with put your motherfucking head back down? We always, when I was younger, we always used to say that shit. So it kind of just stayed with me. I think I used to say it in junior high. I didn't really say it much in high school. But college, I didn't really say it much, but I remember I was when a kicker had missed a kick, if I'm not mistaken, and I was recording the commentary. They just put their head down. So I said, put your motherfucking head back down, and bam, here we are. But I used to say it in junior high. If Patrick or Dennis were tuned into the stream, they'll let you know. They're like, oh man, back in Roy Mann days, used to say put your head back down a whole lot. Josh Jones in the building, put 5 on, said the concerto was a success. I'm happy to hear that. Standing ovation each night, made everybody cry with your encore. I love to hear that. Gonna play a concerto with the Pittsburgh Symphony next week. Hey man, you on the road, you making moves, my guy. You was out there, you needed good luck. I told you ain't needed. You was gonna show up, show out one way or another. I'm happy for you, Josh Jones. If you guys haven't already went and checked out Josh Jones drumming out there on his YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. Then Arlen Pavavo and said, glad you said AJ is the best right now. It's fun having people so comfortable being absolutely wrong. Omega, let him know what's up. Ain't that the truth? Having people being so wrong. Nope, not at all. I'm telling you right now, Omega is not better than Styles. I don't care what nobody says. Baltimore, 1st and 20, because freaking flags is what's on the marquee right now. Since that's the case, nobody. It's a stalemate right now. Nobody's moving. Pablo said, I don't know if somebody asked, but how do you like Bray Wyatt return? Oh, somebody did ask earlier. I said I loved it. Now I just hope that he just becomes a disruptor. He doesn't get involved in a one particular feud, and then there's that. Dizos put 5 on it. Is it Dizos or is it DOs? Whatever the case may be. Put 5 on. Said from the refs that brought you what is a catch. We now have what is a legal tackle. What is a sack? What is roughing the passer? I think we did what is roughing a passer a few years back. I think it was like an isolated video. I don't think I did a series. I can't recall. But it's brutal. It's brutal out here. The referees are ruining what's going on during games because it just doesn't make any sense. There's no consistency, and that's been the biggest problem. People's biggest argument with the referees has always been there's no consistency. One week this is a catch, the next week it's not a catch. One week that's holding, the next week it's not holding. One week this is pass interference, the next week it's not pass interference. So because that's the case, how the fuck are you as a viewer or casual fan able to differentiate between what it is that you're watching? 3rd and 15, Lamar Jackson loses his footing, not going to be able to pick up the first down. I'd highly doubt they'd kick a field goal from that far. They're going to have to punt the football and try to pin Cincinnati inside their own 10. Now, things can actually work in Baltimore's favors if they mess around and get a very good punt here. Because if you pin them inside the 10, you unleash the hounds, given that Cincinnati's O-line has been absolute piss poor. You have an opportunity to make something happen right here. So if I was Baltimore, your biggest concern is pinning them inside the 10. You need to have them inside the 10, preferably the 5. And they got them at the 8-yard line. Don't step forward. You know damn well you at the 8. Mark it at the 8. Well, actually, he's more at the 9. No. Yeah, it should be the 8. I think he tried to step forward towards the 8. So whatever the case is, they got him. They inside the 10. If I'm Baltimore, I'm not going to blitz. However, I would line up with 5 down linemen maybe. Big on big. Maybe have one person run a stunt, even if you come out and line up with 4. You have one run a stunt up the middle because that's usually where the weakness is at. You need to get to the quarterback on this possession. You need to get to the quarterback, bar none. There's an opportunity to not only get a safety, however, if you cannot get the safety, you'll have the football at midfield or perhaps at the 40 or something of that nature. You'll be able to participate with a short field. This is where special teams plays a large role. Ice Traper 5 on said, you and Ross should have wrestling discussions since both of you have interesting views. Perhaps. Give it some time. It'll happen. Okay. Put that there. Then we will get this here. And if you guys need a shout out, feel free to book me on Cameo. Book cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis. If you need a shout out, you know where to find me. All right, just got to get that there. Honcho Pateno said, I want to say thank you, Kyler. Are you bigger than a 5th grader? Murray for the win with the idiotic slide and spiking on 3rd down to set up your backup kicker to choke a 5-0. To choke and ultimately leading to Philadelphia going to 5-0. Let me tell you something right now about that doggone kicker. Missing that damn kick. He just lost his job a couple weeks back with Kansas City. And then now you come out here, you choke, and you're about to be out of a job by tonight. So he's not having a good time. Night Owl, Patuan said, Dallas versus Eagles, game of the year? No, I don't think so. But I do think it'll actually be a little it should be exciting. However, I think the excitement will be when the Eagles are on offense and Dallas is on defense versus the other way around. Brad White put 2 on it. Said, why did you stop doing the USC preview and stream? No. It was I did the preview when it was I think it was only for a couple of fights. However, because of copyright has made it very, 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 very difficult for their UFC particular highlights. Like if you realize with the MMA highlights, it's been kind of just like the foreign stuff, the different things that have been in the video there, because the UFC has made it very, very difficult. Like when there's been a number of knockouts over the course, like when Usman got knocked out. I wanted to do a video for that so damn bad, but I couldn't because the copyright was crazy. So since that's the case, it's almost now I'm at a point where it's incredibly hard to try to get encouraged. As for the UFC streams, I only went live, I think, for 2 fights in the UFC. Alan Pavavon said, we got thick. CD Lamb, Tony Romo, we're analysts. We them boys. You're looking forward to this every single week. Well, you're going to hear it in today's commentary. So right after this game is over, make sure you go over and check it out. Good Lord, 2nd and 8. And now they gotta unleash the hounds. However, don't blitz everybody. Don't blitz everybody. Bring 6. Bring 6. Is where you're going to bring 6. You got to get to Burrow. You cannot allow a first down here. Bring 6. Am I done with the Russian fights? No, I'm not done with the Russian fights, but the Russian company might not be in operations anymore because their YouTube channel hasn't uploaded a new pay-per-view despite the fact they were doing one every month. They haven't uploaded one since I think it was July, so I think it's actually defunct now. You got to get that tackle. You got to get that tackle. Great job, Marcus Peters. Great job, Marcus Peters. Able to stop them right there and force the punt. Hell of a goddamn job there from Marcus Peters. Chris Gaming put 2-1. Said, how did I meet in the clutch? Y'all are my favorite. Oh, how did I meet them? Well, I just I hit them up because I had done their podcast a few years ago. And then they were actually meaning to hit me up to come do their podcast. I'm like, fam, I'll do you even better. I will pull up in studio and fly to Houston. They're like, oh, word, say less. So then at that point, it was just a matter of setting up the day and everything. And then I pulled up. We recorded a couple of videos. It was pretty cool. JT Golden put 5 on it. Said, my college roommate was smashing this girl and he thought I was asleep again. I got to get me a girl so I can get him back. Last time this happened. So if I'm not mistaken, this is like within the past 3 weeks or something like that. What? How are you? Are you trying to swindle him into thinking you falling asleep, or you just lay down and think you about to fall asleep and then bam, the smash happens? Because the way I see it in my head is y'all are in the room, shorty not even there yet. He on some, oh, I think he just went to sleep. You'll pull up. And then she come over and it's straight to Pound Town while you're supposed to be asleep. Help me understand the process of how you get to the point where the smashing begins when you're supposed to be asleep. Because if they're already inside of the room, the writing is already on the wall. So I'm very perplexed, flummoxed, flabbergasted. Honcho Patuan said, what are my Super Bowl picks? It is way too early for me to select anybody, but my original picks from prior to the season was Buffalo and Los Angeles. However, in the NFC, Los Angeles it's having a number of problems. So I can't necessarily switch it at this particular moment. Midway through the season, I'll give an updated prediction. So I'll roll with what my original, prediction was, being Los Angeles and Buffalo. And then we'll see how things play out. But I would be remiss if I did not say, hey, I got a lot of faith that Kansas City can mess around and get back. Philadelphia looks all right thus far through 5 weeks. Green Bay took an L. That was unfortunate. 49ers look good as well. And truly, if I was to say who I think can, go, probably San Francisco in the NFC. If I was to go and make a switch, it would probably be San Francisco. But from where I sit right now, I think it's way too early for me to go ahead and select. So in the AFC, despite the fact that Kansas City, I could probably slot it's really just them and Buffalo, but I'm going to still roll with my season prediction of Buffalo and the Rams. But I would definitely say in the NFC, San Francisco is who I would have as number one in the NFC, despite the fact of Philly being undefeated, despite Dallas looking good, despite the Giants being all right, despite the Packers still being the Packers. I would definitely say San Francisco. Balls, put 2 on. Said, say something nice about the Jets. Something nice about the Jets. Congrats to those guys. They doing their thing. They sitting there at 3-2. They put up a great deal of points today. Since Zach Wilson has returned, if I'm not mistaken, they are undefeated, despite the fact it's only been 2 weeks. But whatever the case may be, they are doing their thing. They are over 500 for the first time in a while. They should receive their flowers, and congratulations to those guys. As Gary Vee would say, receipts, motherfucker, fucking receipts. Big first down for the Ravens at the 30, but now it's imperative you get yourself a touchdown. Arlen Patuan said, favorite black QBs. Can you rank them? My favorite black QBs, Michael Vick is number one. For me, I don't count mulattoes as black, but Michael Vick is number one. For me, Then after, I would have to go Steve McNair, Michael Vick, Steve McNair, Lamar Jackson, Randall Randall Cunningham. I'll pass on Dante Culpepper, and then I'll go Cam Newton. Actually, I'll take out no. I think I'll leave Cunningham in there. Yeah, I'll leave Randall Cunningham in there. So I'll Vic, um, Vic, McNair, Jackson, Cunningham, and Cam Newton. No, but Warren Moon is great. No, I'm not ranking who's the best. It's not the best. Who was my favorite? I enjoyed watching Warren Moon play. Did I enjoy watching Warren Moon more than Randall Cunningham? No. Cordell Stewart. Cordell. He slash had a little bit of excitement here and there, but I got my fix with Vic, and I don't think there was more particular flair that was there. Timothy Patuan said Warren Moon. No, Warren Moon was exceptional quarterback. Hell, he was the first black quarterback to make it to the Hall of Fame. However, I enjoyed watching Randall Cunningham a bit more. Remember, I'm just saying my favorite, not who's the better. Who's the better black quarterback? If you're talking about greatest black quarterbacks of all time, you start the list with Warren Moon at number one, because had he not played in Canada, he won 5 straight Grey Cups or some shit like that. Had he played in the NFL, he could have he would have had crazy numbers. I think he would have been the all-time leading passer at the time that he retired. So when you talk about the best black quarterbacks of all time, I think it goes Warren Moon at 1, Warren Moon at 1. I'm not going to put Doug Williams into the top 5, because despite his Super Bowl run and that performance, outside of that, he was, somewhat of a run-of-the-mill quarterback. McNabb needs to be in that top 5 for sure. Michael Vick, I think just his electrifying, aspect that was there before he ended up going to prison. I think he would mess around and make somebody said Jamarcus Russell. Would you stop it? Russell being the biggest draft bust since Ryan Lee. No, correct. Winner Beeman. Oh, stop it. Come on now. Everybody know Jamie Foxx he wasn't that guy. But yeah, no, Vic came out of prison and he did all right. But the problem was, and he would have been the 2010 MVP up until about week 11, and then he somewhat fell off a cliff. And then Brady kind of took it from there. But Culpepper was pretty doggone good. Cam Newton was great as well for a moment. Lamar Jackson's on his way up, things of that nature. There's a number of different people. What do I think about Justin Fields? He needs an offensive coordinator, or whoa. Jude said Montana is overrated, to be honest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that today. Matter of fact, how old are you? That's the first question. Then we can see if we can even engage in conversation. And then I should say, if Montana's overrated, who would you say is better than Montana? That's the argument I always go. If somebody says somebody's overrated, okay, where would you rate them? And who is above them? That's how we identify where if your argument is viable or not. First quarter is over, ladies and gentlemen. First quarter is over. Here we go. 3rd and 2 for the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, big handoff to Duvernay. Get a great block. First down inside the 15. Yeah. You okay. Joker said, somebody said Tom Brady has never been number 1 QB. They're not wrong. Tom Brady has never been the best quarterback in the league? Really? That's what happens when you let feelings Get in front of you. I've said time and time again where I stand. I believe Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback to have played the position. Unfortunately, he did not translate that always into the postseason. Brady has always showed up in the postseason. So because of that, he would clear Manning. But when you talk about minds and things of that nature, I believe Manning was by far the greatest to have played the position. Unfortunately, he wasn't the most accomplished. However, somebody being the most accomplished doesn't put a knock on their actual talent and their ability. Because if you watch Brady, you can clearly see the eye test. Yo, this is amongst one of the greatest to have ever played. But it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The way people judge greatness, because every time you hear somebody will say, "Oh man, this person is okay," or "This person was average." So how do you feel about this? You give them an alternative. You throw out a different name and say, Like for example, if you say, "Man, this person was a choker. They was all right. They not that special." All right, cool. What do you think about? I don't know. Who was a guy what do you think about Matt Ryan? What do you think about it? Cam Newton? What do you think about it? Eli Manning? People will think more about moments rather than the career in bulk, because the career in bulk is how you define if somebody is great. How do I feel about Dan Marino? Correct. Dan Marino, if he had one Super Bowl, Dan Marino would have retired the greatest quarterback of all time. Oh, there's Mark Andrews for you, Peyton. That's the touchdown. There's the touchdown. Who's got Mark Andrews on their fantasy team? I've said in the 2004 draft, the pecking order went Roethlisberger, Rivers, then Manning. You can't convince me otherwise. Rivers was a better quarterback than Eli Manning. Rivers dealt with a bit more circumstance than Eli Manning. However, Eli had two great fucking playoff runs. Rivers had unfortunate playoff, defeats. Moreover, this man's in the 2010s, the Chargers' special teams and health completely derailed the trajectory of that franchise. They should have at least made it to a Super Bowl. That first 7 years, I should say 4 years, because that's when Rivers really took over in 2006. You look at 6, I forget his last name. If this motherfucker just stays on the ground when he caught the pick, the Chargers would probably get the Colts in that. I think they would have gotten the Colts in the AFC Championship in 2006. And they're beating the brakes off of Chicago. They are going to beat the brakes off Chicago. Then, 2007, warranted. You got fucked up ACLs. You take that L, whatever the case may be. But the first 5 years for the Chargers, heartbreak in the playoffs, right? 2011, until Rivers retired, injuries, special teams, fucked over the damn Chargers like nobody else, bro. It was crazy. What is it that what Tree says? Fuck you, Spanos. It's brutal, bro. Chargers fans been through it all, man. Emotions crazy. Yam Burglar, put 2 on, say Josh Allen for MVP. At this stage, he's got my vote, but I don't really consider any votes valid until about week 8. But we ain't going to keep talking about that. Sir X Gemini, put 2 on, say, what about Cordell Stewart or Donovan McNabb? Donovan McNabb was a better quarterback than Cordell Stewart. Donovan McNabb would be in my top 5 for black QBs, but Donovan McNabb would not be one of my favorite because I hold a grudge for how the conclusion of Super Bowl 39 went. I did not like how lackadaisical the Philadelphia Eagles were on that final drive. Well, second to final drive. Really bothers me till this day, irks my soul. Absolutely irks my soul. Let me set up the premiere for, we will do 11:15. I really don't see this game going that long. I'll be disappointed if this game were to extend past 11:30. I'd be sick, but it is what it is. There we go. 11:15, and we are good. Commentary should be up now. Magnificent. All right. It's up on Patreon. It is also set up to post after the game tonight. Ben Pafavon said, what do I think about Bailey Zappi and the New England Patriots, especially Jack Jones has been playing very good. Jack Jones has been playing very good. Back-to-back weeks interception. Absolute baller out there. He's a dog. Adrian Patuan said, they sound like a Cody Parkey fan. Ain't that the truth? Frank Pafavon said, can we Broncos fans come out of hiding after that Steelers game? Or nah, I have my motherfucking head back down. No. For the Broncos fan, can you come out? I mean, you could come out, but you will be shamed. Not really the Broncos. I mean, but fuck the fans got to be shamed about. But, you know, tough Thursday for you guys. Oh, you need a good return right here. Yeah, I ain't going to get it. Hush Sounds, Patuan said, where do I rank no condom Poppy Phillip Rivers all time? Now, if I had to put quarterbacks in front of Rivers, where would I put Rivers? Rivers would crack the top 25 for sure. Now, if we go top 20 QBs, that's kind of difficult because there are some, God damn it, wheel, gonna hit into the damn table. Turn, goddamn wheel. There we go. Okay, so there are some QBs that clear Rivers, because of course, if we're gonna rank Rivers, let's just start throwing off some quarterbacks. Brady, Manning, Montana, Marino, Breeze, Favre, Rodgers, Staubach, Elway, Roethlisberger, Young. Oh, Burrow just got sacked. Young. Unitas. Aikman, because you can't deny the fucking the successes, despite the fact that Aikman was good, but you know he played in a different era, so I'm not gonna put a knock on him. Actually, Mahomes would clear him at this stage. Although I don't want, because I don't want to project, but you know it's motherfuckers gonna clear him. Kurt actually no. I think Kurt Warner statistically should clear him. But the funny thing with Kurt Warner is he really only had 5 total seasons of playing at a high level. But those 5 seasons with 3 Super Bowl trips, 2 MVPs, and revitalized 2 franchises. So I would throw Warner to clear him as well. Russell Wilson, no. I don't think Russell Wilson's better than Phillip Rivers. I already said Elway. But I think Rivers would probably be at like an 18. But Rivers would clear Manning. Eli, that is. Sir X Gemini Patuan said, vote Chiseled Adonis for NFL commissioner. Well, we can vote to hit that like button. How we got 738 up in here. We only got 285 likes. Let's get up to 400 likes, please. Come on now. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Noah, put 5 on it. So would you start up the Hold My Nuggets podcast again if you had the right co-host? That's hilarious because Marv is actually in the comment section right now. But would I start it up again at this stage, at this time? Probably not, given my schedule. However, in the future, I'm not completely, against it. I'm not completely against it at all. Biggest night. Put 10 on said, I live across the street from Henry. I see his grandparents. Shit, let me plug in my charger. Is it plugged in? Yes, it is. You live across the street from Henry. You see his grandparents are still in the attic. I have my aunt locked in my attic, bent over a rail so she can see them too. You about to show her how big you've grown. Hey! What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on out here? This man is tripping. Nicholas said, you just joined, about to leave. Hey, man, somebody is wilding. What is going on here? But ladies and gentlemen, Baltimore about to get the football back. Cincinnati's offense virtually doing absolutely nothing here tonight. Mr. GH2 put 5 on and said, I'm one of Peyton's fantasy opponents this week. Unless Kelsey goes off tomorrow, I'm riding the L train. You know what's funny? Kelsey should go off because he is the number 1 target for Patrick Mahomes. And tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, Kansas City's playing against Las Vegas. Las Vegas should be queuing in defensively on Travis Kelce. However, Kelce will still be able to eat regardless. So one way or another, you should be all right now, unless, of course, he has like a 3-touchdown game. I'm not necessarily projecting that, but they get in red zone situations, or perhaps I would say if they have drives that are at like the opponent's 25 or something like that, look out for Kelce to mess around and get some receptions. But I think he will mess around and possibly get over 100 yards. But Baltimore football right now. Let me read off what the drives have looked like for Cincinnati since the beginning of this game. 4 and out, then a 3 and out, then a 3 and out, then a 3 and out. Needless to say, Cincinnati's had 1 first down today, right? They've had 1 first down today, 13 plays, 22 yards. They have not been having a good time. However, if you're Baltimore, you need a touchdown here because Cincinnati is an explosive football team because all it takes is a deep pass to Jamar Chase. All it takes is a good run from Joe Mixon. And all of a sudden, a 2-possession game becomes 1 and it's close again. Make this a 3-possession game. Create a little bit of wiggle room. There's a huge run from Oh, that's a good run. It's not Dobbins. Thought it was Dobbins. It's not Dobbins. That is Drake. It's a great run right there for a big first down from Drake. I didn't even know Kenyon Drake was on the goddamn Ravens. It's news to me. Drake. Ben Patuan said, this is some white Alabama type stuff for real. Ain't that the truth? Go live and file. Patuan said, put that man in timeout. Honcho, put 50 on it. Said, what's your favorite player on each NFL team? I need 19 points for your second win with Butterfingers League. You got Mahomes left to play. My favorite player on each NFL team. Okay, well, that is a great question. So let me make sure that I have all the teams in front of me. All right, so if I had to go favorite player on every single NFL team, Lamar Jackson down the field, wide open, had a man, overthrew him, picked off by Von Bell. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, Lamar, you had a man wide open, you missed him, and it's intercepted by Von Bell. And all of a sudden, a game that looked like it's going bleak for Cincinnati, momentum shift. Baltimore needs to make an immediate stop to quell any opportunity of Cincinnati moving the football. Look at this pass right here. He had his man wide open, and he overthrew him. Who was he trying to hit? Come on, man. Is that Bateman? No, that was Robinson. Come on, man. You got to hit him. You got to hit that. Pause. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You can't overthrow somebody like that. And here we go. There's Mixon. About to set up second and short. Yovan put 100 on it. Said still going to show love. Even when I'm disappointed with the Packers' performance, they played like pure crap, and they're leaving London with a big fat L. I'm sorry for my rant. I had to get that off my chest. It's still hashtag Go Pack Go, but they need to get it together. Ain't that the truth? That definitely needs to happen. Mo Patuan said, hey, what's the score, bro? Don't you get this started again? Ice Tray put 2 on it. Said top 5 pure power backs. Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell. Jerome Bettis. Earl Campbell. Jerome Bettis. Earl Campbell. Jerome Bettis. I don't want to put Christian Okoye. Earl Campbell. Jerome Bettis. Marshawn Lynch isn't necessarily a pure power back. Derrick Henry's not a pure power back either. Eddie George. Eddie George. Shit, Herschel Walker. Jim Brown. Would you categorize Jim Brown as a power back? Shit. You know what? You got to count Jim Brown as a power back. So Earl Campbell, Jerome Bettis, Jim Brown, Jerome Bettis, Jim Brown. Do I want to put Herschel? Because Herschel, I don't want to go too old to start throwing out like Bronco and stuff. Well, shit, Larry, because Zonka is a power back for sure, right? So, and I don't feel comfortable not having Allstott, you know? So if anything, I would go Brown, no, AP had some finesse, but he really was. He was like a flex. AP was like a mixture between the both. But no, Eric Dickinson, stop it. He's not a power back. Eric Dickinson was all finesse. He was not a power back. Bo, no. So, and I don't want to go Bronco Nagurski either. So, Campbell, Brown, Allstott, Adrian Peterson, Jerome Bettis. That'll be my 5. Mark, put 5 on, said, am I in a fantasy football league? If so, you would like to join next year. No, if you want to join the league that is ran in my Discord, feel free to join Discord and you'll be in there next year. However, as for me, I am back to being retired in the NFL. Oh, you need a link to the game? Say less. Give me a second and I will drop the link in the chat room. Or I should say a bevy of different links that you can choose from so you can go and fellowship in the game. Watch the game here. And there is a link with several links to tune into the game that we're all watching right now. As for who was my favorite player on every football team this year. Oh, I should say favorite player on every single football team. Buffalo, Stephon Diggs. Well, there's Jamar Chase, but there's laundry on the field here. I wonder what's coming back. It might be an illegal procedure. Or illegal shift. Buffalo, illegal shift. Yeah, there it is, illegal man down the field. Buffalo is Stephon Diggs. Miami, Tyreek Hill. The Jets. Fair play on the Jets. I want to say Quentin Williams, but I actually am starting to like Sauce. So Sauce would be there. The Lolly Lule Low. McCourty. Good pass by Burrows. Picked up a first down anyway, and here we go. Now Baltimore's in trouble because they had a chance to make this a 3-possession game, and now it's definitely going to get cut down to 1 unless, of course, they get themselves a turnover or Evan McPherson were to miss a field goal. Philly, Jalen Hurts. Dallas, CeeDee Lamb. The Giants, Saquon Barkley. Washington, Chase Young when he gets healthy. Minnesota, Justin Jefferson. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. Chicago, Eddie Jackson. Detroit, Jamal Williams. Oh, there's a great run by Mixon. Get him a first down. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. Cincinnati, Jamar Chase. Pittsburgh, TJ Watt. Cleveland, Nick Chubb. Jacksonville, James Robinson. Actually, Josh Allen. Tennessee, Derrick Henry. Indianapolis, Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. Houston. Shit. Houston. Would I have a favorite player? A favorite player on Houston's team? Brandon Cooks. Tampa. Mike Evans. Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. New Orleans. Mike Thomas. Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Arizona. J.J. Watt. The Rams. Aaron Donald. Seattle. DK Metcalf. Oh, wow. Great pass by Burrow. Oh, touchdown. Full extension. Immaculate extension. That's a touchdown. Hayden Hurst with the immaculate extension. Big touchdown there for Cincinnati. San Francisco, Deebo Samuel. Las Vegas, Devontae Adams. For the Chargers, Keenan Allen or Khalil Mack. Denver, Broncos country. Let's ride. But Jerry Jeudy. And Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes. So that would be my favorite player on every single team. Duran, Paten on it. Said, I love your content, G. I can't watch highlights anymore unless you're commentating. I appreciate that. Oh, actually, yeah, Atlanta, it should be Cordero Patterson. So my apologies. It is Cordero because he just got hurt. He fucked up. Oh, by the way, Rashad Penny fractured his tibia today. What the fuck? Why? Dude, he just battled back from crazy injuries and then another one. It's brutal, bruh. That's brutal. Pain, man. Absolute pain. When I saw it on the ticker, I said, what? Come on, man. Pain. Polo, what's going on? Penny's a beast when healthy, absolutely. Ben, put two on and said, who do I think has been the steal in the draft so far? Way too early to call, but I think maybe Pickens for Pittsburgh. But there's a shit ton of players. Like, I don't have to sit there and then go through the draft so I could list off the different sort of players. I've been watching football this season, but not really watching, football this season to where it's every single player or whatever. But there's that. Darius said, when am I dropping the Sunday commentary? You ain't get a notification yet? It's dropping at 11:15. Well, 11:20, but you didn't get a notification. Hey, everybody, go to YouTube. Make sure you head over and turn on the subscribe bell if you haven't already, because for whatever reason, I am not seeing, or people are not getting alerted when I upload. It's very, 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 very bizarre. Chris Olave. Hey, I hope that brother get well, because that man took a crazy shot, more like a crazy slam after scoring a touchdown. But so far right now, Baltimore leading 10-7. I said Buffalo. Y'all saw what happened with Jackson State and Deion Sanders? That shit was crazy. I'm sitting there like, come on now. What's wrong with y'all? Let me put this on to socials. I know people are going to be waiting to see what I say about Pittsburgh. I always find it funny. Every single year, it's always the same stuff. Like on a weekly basis, people are hitting me up. Hey, man, you good? I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. Ain't nobody crying over no goddamn game. I'm a grown man, son. I got bills that gotta be paid. I ain't about to be sitting over here losing my mind over some football that I ain't playing myself. Okay, I think I posted it everywhere. Perfect. Did I hear about Jackson State? Only parts what happened. Evidently after the game, um Alabama A&M, I believe it was Alabama A&M. They coach came over, and then when Dion went to go, do the embrace at the 50-yard line, he pushed them away or whatever. And turns out he said there was a level of disrespect when Dion had entered into the field. He walked around the field, but Dion does that every single game, and they got receipts in which he does that. Then they said that they tried to run up the score or whatever the case may be. However, in college, it's already a well-known fact. Your substitution people come in. It's not like the NFL where people come in and just take knees or whatever. Everybody trying to get somewhere, in college, put something on tape or whatever. So you're going to keep trying to play through. It's not a matter of running up, the score or whatever, but still, Alabama ended up doing what Hackett did in week 1 and just using timeouts for no apparent reason, knowing the game is already somewhat done. So, Dion just sent in his backup. His backup was, ball here and there, and then they were blitzing, all-out blitzing them. So, of course, if you're going to all-out blitz somebody, you're going to throw the football. Why would I just run into an all-out blitz? It's also player safety as well. Whatever the case was, that man was completely salty. However, what really bothered Primetime at the end of it was he said that Prime ain't swag, because he just came in all of a sudden out of cameras on it. Like, dude sounded like a complete hater, dog. Complete hater. Like, there's a lot of things you could dislike Dion for, but you can't just sit over here and make it seem like, oh, well, he's full of himself. He's always got a camera going. You can't say he don't give back to the community. You can't say he actually not bettering the lives of these different sort of kids. You can't sit over there and say that the access that he has access to doesn't put the children in a better position. Like, people who just hate with no damn merit really bother me. I'm not a big fan of that. That shit irks my soul. It was Alabama State, not Alabama A&M. It was Alabama State. Honcho put 20 on it. Said top 10 heels and promos in WWC. Now that's tough. Top 10 heels, I'll just roll off some names. I ain't gonna put nothing in order. But if I had to say top 10 heels, as the Ravens are beginning to drive down the field, Flair, JBL, Triple H, Chris Jericho, first down right there. Vicky Guerrero, DiBiase, Miz, Piper, that's 8. Oh, good Lord, big pickup right there. Edge and Randy Orton, that would be my 10, off the top of my head. Now, if I was to sit over here and try to think and remember, then you could have movements and stuff. But that would be my 10 off the top of my head. As for promos, Hard Times, that's 1. Paul Heyman on SmackDown 2001, that's 2. Eddie Guerrero's promo about overcoming before No Way Out 2004. There's that. And I'm drawing a blank, but I would start there and then it could just build from there. Rashad Patuan said almost had to fight Army if you'd have to fight somebody if you missed my live. Well, goddamn. I mean, I wouldn't go that far the way you got to whip somebody's ass, but hey, I'm all for it. I appreciate the support. Oh, run Lamar, run Lamar, run Lamar, run Lamar. You try to do too much, dog. You try to do too much. Ain't no way you ain't see that man get rid of the football. Either you commit to running or throw the damn football away. You got to make swift decisions, bruh. Gerald put 2 on. Said Bret Hart was way better heel than face. I disagree. Bret Hart 97 was pretty cool. But let's just be honest here. When he was the face of the WWE, that man was big everywhere. It was crazy. Pause. Jericho and Shawn, no. I think Jericho, yes. Shawn, no. Shawn was a cool heel in 97, but top 10 all time, no. He wouldn't be on that list. Jericho, I think Jericho could be on top 10 of there. No, Randy Orton. I said the last 2 was Edge and Randy Orton. Oh, wow. They come to pass rush and they're going to get a first down. No, they not. But where are they located right now? Because it's going to be 4th and 2. How close are they to where if maybe they can get a field goal going here? Yeah, it'll be a fourth down. Let's see what they do here. Ooh, they are at the 40. Shit. Yeah, so, yeah, they not kicking no field goal. I think they most likely they're just going to go ahead and punt. Go ahead and punt. I said Triple H, yes. Bret Hart stunk on the mic. No, I don't think he stunk, but he was all right. Ben, put 5 on it. Said, put 2 on. Said ideas on my $5 music stuff. For halftime, $5 music stuff. What do you mean by that? Sheldon, said many peace and blessings to you. Amen. Peace and blessing to you as well. Yes, Punk's pipe bomb promo would definitely have to be up there as well. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, please go ahead and do that. Welcome to our new members. Also, shout out to the new subscribers and everybody who done dropped a donation as well. Ben said to check the previous donation. I got you right now. Who do I think is the best steal of the oh no, it wasn't that. It was the one after that where you put 5 on it. You said not football related, but you got to listen to Fabul, okay. Divine Music, Dizzy 8, and Daddy Fat Snap's new cyberpunk track, idea to pass the time for halftime. Well, you can I could probably let me try to open those in new time. I don't know if I'd use it to pass time during halftime because I did go and grab some food ahead of time, so I should be okay. I might just chill through halftime, although I will directly knock out once the entire game is done. I'm debating on whether I even want to be in the chat room for my premiere, for the commentary later tonight. But whatever the case may be, we will see where I'm at. But yeah, I'll check out the music after the stream is over. I'm just opening up in another tab as we speak. Honcho just became a new member. We appreciate you, Honcho. Welcome to Whole Mind Nuggets Incorporated. Chevron, put 20 on it. Said, what's good? Wish I could stick around, but currently at work, slaving. Just dropping a quick donation. Plus, I felt your pain today watching your Steelers get demolished. Mike Tomlin might end up under 500 this year. Crazy, ain't it? Crazy. First time in what? His entire career. Mr. GH2, 5 on it. Said, now that Deion Jones has been traded to Cleveland from the Falcons, there remains just one player from that 2016 team left, Grady Jarrett. I forgot the fact that Grady Jarrett was even on that team. Was he a rookie that year? Most likely. Gerald put 5 on it. Said, remember when Jim Ross did that worked shoot on Vince and introduced fake Diesel and Razor Ramon? Yes, I do. Kyle Donovan done gifted 5 donations. And here we go. They're going to punt the football because they are not even nowhere near field goal range. They're going to have to send this back to Cincinnati. And now, Baltimore, who had a chance at a 3-possession game, is in a situation where they can go into halftime tied up. Ain't that some? I said Joe Burrow's first team all-style. That's hilarious. You know, it's funny, and I always said I wanted a Rolodex of suits. By the time I turn 30, I will have, the wardrobe collection. Because I've always, since I was a kid, I've always thought, and I think I heard it from Jordan Peterson, had echoed the same thing that I said, where it's like, you get to a certain age, you dress. Not necessarily that you dress completely differently to where you can't wear what you used to wear. But I think when you're older, you kind of, you want to move a little more sophisticated, things of that nature. So I'll probably be wearing more suits and stuff like that. But it's not like I'm going to let all my sweatpants go and everything. I'm still going to be, have my loose-fitting clothing when I need to. But definitely going to have myself a little Rolodex of suits. I think Catino Mobley, on his IG, there's time to time where this brother's dressed rather sharply in between his videos of motivation while cooking young guys on the basketball court. But always wanted a Rolodex of suits. I always thought that was very cool. T. Wolf, put 10 on it, said, what do I think of the roughing the passer call in Tampa? It was absolute horseshit. That's what I think of that. 1:50 left on the clock here in the first half. Here comes Joe Burrow, shotgun formation, looking over the middle. Ball tipped again. Back-to-back plays. The ball is tipped. Shades of London, New York versus Green Bay earlier today. Ball's getting tipped at the line. You kidding me? What do they call? What is that? What is that fetish? What is it called? Shit. It's ball busting something. It's some shit. Remember when I was in college, there was a person who was into that because his girlfriend kept spilling the beans about their kinks, and I remember just sitting there at the lunchroom table like, I don't think I don't know if this is part of the kink to where it's like a public humiliation type of thing, but I don't think she should just be saying this shit with random strangers sitting here. Talking about, yeah, when we get home, I like to whip his scrotum. I'm over here like, excuse me? I'm trying to eat before practice. Why are you saying this out? What's going on? I don't need to know this information, and now I know we got psychology together. Now I look at you different because you the motherfucker who at 8 p.m. when the game is on is getting his scrotum slapped. Why did you say this out loud at the lunch table? It's September 3rd. We're not even 2 weeks into semester. I just met you. I should have known this information. Shit weird, bruh. People weird, man. Honcho Pateno said Batista's promos as a heel were entertaining, hugging babies and fat girls, or deal with it. Deal with it. Lines were your favorite. Yes, deal with it is very, 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 very catchy at the time what he was doing. I actually have a couple of clips of him saying deal with it. I used to use it in my earlier videos. The creator said, not sipping tonight. I'm on that Uncle Nearest. I still have the Uncle Nearest that Marvin had got me when I got to 200,000 subscribers. I was supposed to open it when I got to 500,000 subscribers. I think I'm going to save it for the million. But I have Dalmer right here. But I'm not drinking tonight because I was drinking all day yesterday. I went upstate to Beacon, New York, and I was pretty much drinking all day. I went bar hopping, and then I came back down last night from upstate. It was pretty much just a day trip. Went up there, bar hopping, drinking all the time, then coming back down. So I'm pretty much I don't want to say detoxing my body per se, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. And tomorrow I'm gonna be at Monday Night Raw, so I won't be live for that. So I'll probably just pass on drinking until next week or something like that when I go live. So that at least there's that. Ben Pafavon said, what do I think about Brian Robinson walking out to Many Men? Oh, that was beautiful. Fucking power move. Beautiful, though. I was actually going to include it in my commentary, but I didn't know the music that he came out to until after I finished like literally before I went live, because I saw the clip and I was gonna incorporate it. But I'm like, man, I need a Washington highlight to do it. And there wasn't a touchdown to Brown until like the second quarter. So since that was the case, I'm like, you know what? I'll pass on it. But that was dope as hell, man. I'm so happy for that dude. This year's interesting due to too many off the field problems. Giselle B. Hashtag Giselle B. Yes, indeed. And I saw she had put out a statement or some shit like that. I don't know if it was legit or not. When they was talking about, he got to chase his happiness, she got to chase hers. I'm like, fam, come on, man. Come on, man. And I think that's the biggest problem that we got in the country, across the world, truly, when it comes to divorce or things where there's like irreconcilable differences and stuff like that. Like, you really got to consider, like, because divorce is damn near so commonplace or whatever. People don't recognize, like, especially when you have children, all this other thing, like ripping apart a family. Like, we constantly see people who are, growing up in broken homes and what happens to the children when families are broken. Don't get me wrong. If you're in a toxic situation or the relationship is not benefiting you or you're not really benefiting the partner and it's constant, tumultuous sort of situation on a daily basis, then by all means, that separation needs to happen. However, if there's just a, the views just don't align on some temporary type thing. Because really, let's think about it. If he already took the job, she's excited for the job, and he just no longer plays, but he takes the Fox, job or whatever. What really changes? It's just not the blows to the body, but what really changes? So what is it that you're really searching for? That's where my confusion exists with the situation. But I'm not in their household. I don't know the entire thing, hence why I'm not making a video about it. But I've already said where I stood on it. I have an understanding of where both people's points are at, but it's very confusing to me. Slick Dizzy said there might have been a method to get Taysom Hill getting a 4-year as a backup. Well, it works in his favor. Jesus Christ, the Ravens cannot get Cincy off the field, and now look at where they at now. The 28. 3:14 skip to my loop. A 2-1 said, if only I could run up that hill with Taysom. Don't we all wish that? Ben Pafavon said, what do I think? Oh, yeah, we just said that with the mini man. Yes, indeed. There should have been a holding call here. That was crazy. This man gripped his whole goddamn stomach, dog. There should have been a holding call earlier. They missed that. Jesus in the building. Jesus Christ. Said, what's up? I heard my name. They're at the 25-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. No timeouts remaining for Cincinnati right here. Let's see what kind of play they run here. They go into the end zone for sure. Oh, push him out of bounds, and he dropped the football. I've said from day one, when somebody is near the sideline and they about to catch a football, fuck trying to push them, fuck trying to defend the ball. Catch them in midair. If they jumped at the highest peak on the vertical leap, grab their legs and push them further out. If you can't get feet down, remember, there's no push-out rule. They did away with the push-out rule in, what was it, 2006? Somebody got their feet right there, fuck the ball, grab the feet, push them out of bounds. It's high IQ. I've said time and time again, sports players across the board, there's a lot of people who are magnificent talents, but their IQ is on zero, bruh. Motherfuckers, people, IQ on zero. Ben Patuan said, did I see that Darnay Holmes clip? That was mad sus. Yes, I did. And wait for the commentary. You're going to see my my reaction to that. 13 seconds remain. Third down right here. Just throw the football. Either your guy gets it or nobody does. Either your guy gets it or nobody does. Let me tell you something right now. If Baltimore goes into the half trailing, they should be sick. Because this was a game they had no business trailing. They had a very good first and a half quarter. And what happened? They fucked themselves. That bad interception from Lamar Jackson is what put them in this situation. And can't forget about that play in the first drive where he could have ran for the first down and he didn't. Remember what I said. This is gonna come back to that. It's gonna come back to that. John D in the building. Say, yo, what's going on? Oh yeah, he says about the email. Yes. I have that, but it's been a busy past couple of days, so I haven't necessarily been able to get to those. But I will, though. I will. Tiger, say, hey, Chill, do I think Dallas is going to get Philly next Sunday night? You know what's funny? I actually had a Cameo that came in. There's a couple that's getting married, and the husband is an Eagles fan. The wife is a Cowboys fan, or I should say bride and husband-to-be. The Eagles and also a Cowboys fan. And they're getting married on the same day that both teams are actually playing each other. He sent me the request for the Cameo, and he, being the Eagles fan, wanted me to roast her Cowboys. So I will be, rooting for the Eagles. However, I would not be surprised if Dallas messed around and got him. But Philly looks good right now. I'd be remiss if I did not say Philly does not look good right now. Galatius, put 5 on, said, my brother hates the enough from the clown clip. Can you play it to annoy him? Do I have it in here? I hope I do. Here's the field goal from McPherson. And with 8 seconds remaining in the second quarter, the kick is through the uprights, and it's good. We've got a tie game at 10 apiece. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. This should have never happened, and yet it has. Why? Because of a bad interception. You would have went into the break either leading 13-0 or maybe 17-0. Well, I can't necessarily say going into the break because they still did have enough time to where they could have possibly, messed around and responded. But you could have been up by 3 scores at one particular point. And now look at you, tied up, looking stupid. Joe Burrow's dad got to be 70 now, if I'm not mistaken, right? How old is Joe Burrow's dad? Joe Burrow's mom got to be in her 50s, right? Yep, she's 54. But his dad got to be, because he was like 68. He's 68 right now. No. He was 6. He's 68. This man old than a son of a bitch, bro. God damn. Jim Burrow. This man old as fuck. Somebody be 70. He pulled the youngest shorty. 14-year difference between him and his wife. Actually, could be 15 because she was born in. She's 50. She was born. Man, I don't give a fuck. Why I'm trying to get interested in this shit. I don't give no goddamn shit about how old they are and shit. All I know is this man old than a son of a bitch. That's all I know. Yeah, but I don't have the enough from the clown clip on unfortunately. Rashad Patuan said, am I doing commentary on Waller's fight next week? I would love to say I would try, but again, copyright doesn't work in my favor. Trucking with G to Pateno and said, I better be hearing a lot of genjutsus in the next commentary. Ravens better step it up at the half. They better step it up at the half for sure. And now they're going into the break tied 10-10. Rich Stone said, I'm 32 with no kids, so I might be the same. Jared said, Ravens have an 83. They have 83 passing and 83 rushing yards. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. John D said, I'm good. That's why they're trying not to bug me on IG on Twitter. If I get annoying about it, just let me know. I got you. No problem. But tied up game at 10-10 in a game that Baltimore should have easily been able to move forward. Slick D said, tight game. You already know how it goes. AFC North Division beef. Ain't that the truth? That's wild, man. That is absolutely wild. These are the portions of football that really send to ball to me. If you guys haven't hit the like button already, please go ahead and do so. If you want to know the breakdown of what's going on during this game, Joe Burrow, 12 of 18, 139 yards through the air and a touchdown. He's been sacked twice. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson, 10 of 17, 87 yards, one touchdown, and also one bad interception. Joe Mixon on the ground, 6 carries, 34 yards. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their leading rusher is J.K. Dobbins with 5 carries for 29 yards. Through the air, the leading receiver for Baltimore is Devin Duvernay with 44 yards on 4 catches. If you're curious about Mark Andrews, he has the lone touchdown for Baltimore with 2 catches for 18 yards. Meanwhile, for the Cincinnati Bengals, it is their leading man, Hayden Hurst with 4 catches for 39 yards. Followed by him is Samaje Perine with 3 catches of 32 yards. The lone touchdown being from Hayden Hurst as well. So it's a tight end scoring kind of day. Michael Sam would really enjoy that. Ha, 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 ha. It's funny because he's gay. But on defense, there is a sack that was, Pratt got himself a sack. However, meanwhile, for Baltimore, Jason Pierre-Paul and also Bynes have sacks as well. Von Bell spent 6 consecutive years with only 2 interceptions on the career, yet alone this year he has 3. So this man has been balling out of his mind. He wants not a Pro Bowl nod, but a first-team All-Pro nod. And if you want to know about how the first downs break down, midway through the second quarter, the Cincinnati Bengals had only had 1 first down. Now they have gone up to 9. Meanwhile, Baltimore has 12. The time of possession between both teams breakdown is 14 minutes and 6 seconds for the Bengals and 15 minutes and 54 seconds for the Ravens. So whatever the case may be, it's been a fairly even game after the interception, and I'm excited to see what things will look like in the second half. Let me know in the comment section who you guys got winning, if you're still rolling with the Ravens or if you are rolling with the Cincinnati Bengals. Has anybody changed their pick? I have not. I still think the Ravens should walk away with this W. Honcho put 5 on it. Said, I think people sleeping on the Lakers because AD looking like the 2020 version thus far in the preseason, and none going to give them something they didn't have last year. I feel nothing about the Los Angeles Lakers until after the All-Star break. Why? Because all that matters for them is health. On paper, things could look great, but these motherfuckers have had terrible health the past couple of years. So since that's the case, I don't want to hear nothing about them until I see the goddamn health report. King said Ravens might low-key fumble, man. Hey, I wouldn't put it past. I would not put it past. Can't believe they're going into the half tied up, bro. That's a goddamn shame. I mean, his name isn't Anthony Street Clothes Davis for no reason. Rest in peace, Lazy. Said, let's go Pitt. My wife and I are huge Steeler fans, and we bringing a baby into this world next month. Hey, man, congratulations. Congratulations to you. Who do I, Dustin said, who do I think we drafting this year? Hell if I know. I wouldn't have any goddamn idea of who's getting drafted at this particular point. None whatsoever. But huge games today, man. The Jets advancing to 3-2. That's something. Dallas on a 4-game win streak. Cooper Rush not even turning over the football in the 4 games. That is wild, man. Ben Patuan said, I'd say this Favell And Daddy Fat Snaps workout music. Okay. Yeah, man. This has been something. This has been absolutely something. August 3 said Pittsburgh probably another quarterback or something else to catch the ball. No, I don't think that's the particular case. I don't think it's a quarterback situation. Now, granted, the offensive line could play a little better, but today is just a matter of execution. They definitely could have actually competed on offense. Defensively, they simply were not there. They are desperately missing TJ Watt. Like it's you can tell the difference between when Watt's on the field and then when Watt's off the field. Because that first game against Cincinnati, let's just say Watt never gets hurt and he continues to disrupt the way that he was in week 1. It's crazy. I'm actually curious what it's going to look like when he returns. Now, can he surge, the team forward or whatever? I don't know. That's yet to see because he did get a knee operation that could, slow down his return time as well. But man, they are desperately missing that man out there. It's brutal out there. Chargers won a game that Brandon Staley desperately wanted them to lose because I still cannot understand why he went for it on 4th and 2. Just does not make any sense, bro. Boomer Sooner said thoughts on the Lions leading the league in points to not scoring a point. That happens. That happens. It depends on the defenses that you play. Dustin said, "Do you think we should fire Matt Canada?" I actually believe that they should. Well, to a degree, because I felt as if when Trubisky was there, he was limiting, the offense, because they weren't pushing the football down the field. But ultimately, that's the quarterback's, decision, as it pertains to making the reads for the further, location down the field. However, I'm still a little concerned because I think that, for one, Pickens is starting to get much more targets now, which that's great. Deontay Johnson should be getting the targets that he's getting. Chase Claypool should be utilized way more than he actually is. So as for Canada, I'll give him only a couple more weeks. But if by week 8 that the offense doesn't take a step in the right direction, it's time for Son to go. But the offensive line definitely needs to be beefed up because they ain't it at this particular point. What do I think about the Eagles and the Cardinals game? The Cardinals fucked themselves in the end, but then the missed field goal really does hurt them. So that's not a very good time for them. For the Eagles, they did what they had to do. And their performance in the first half it's similar to what no, it's a tale of two first half, like last week against Jacksonville. First quarter, they did virtually nothing, and then the final 3 quarters, they did magnificent. So this time around, it's a little bit of a switch because first half, they did all right, and then they kind of disappeared in the second half. But the Cardinals offensively did not necessarily come alive to where it was enough for them to mess around and get a W. But it's unfortunate freaking ending for them. So it is what it is. Yumbra said you need that 2002 Bucks defense to return. It's not happening anymore. I don't see John Lynch. I don't see Warren Sapp. Where is Derek Brooks? There is no Rondé Barber. It's not happening. There will be no 2002 Buccaneers showing up for the Bucks this time around. It's not happening. Sheldon said, how would I fix Green Bay's offense? For one, A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones need more touches than the touches that they're getting right now. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, that's interesting. Because would you just not have Aaron Rodgers throw the football as much as he does? Yes. Yes, I would. Because, they, for all intents and purposes, aren't necessarily a team that they can't depend on Rodgers to win them games because Rodgers can. However, I think if they had a legitimate run game on a week-in, week-out basis where they're absolutely dominating on the run, I think they're a better football team. So, for example, in a game where they only trailed in the fourth quarter, I thought it was ludicrous that, for one, A.J. Dillon only had 6 carries, and Jones had, 14? 13 carries? Some shit like that. That didn't make any sense to me. This was not a game that Aaron Rodgers had to throw the ball 39 times. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. The Giants defense was definitely, closing up gaps. They were doing their thing, but you gotta at one point try to get the run game going. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Everybody knows in this league, you run the football effectively, that opens up the pass, things get dangerous. Play action fake, Aaron Rodgers is amongst the greatest to have ever played. But if you're not committing to the run, motherfuckers don't believe you. Q45 said, pretty girl with a horrible body or ugly girl with a hot body? Pretty girl with a well, jeez. Now if you go pretty girl with a horrible body, then that's not one. Ugly girl with a hot body is cool because the it depends on what stage in life I'm at. It really depends on what stage in life I'm at. If I'm young, I could do the pretty girl with the ugly body, but you get older, ugly body with shit, man. Because if I can't look you in the eyes, yeah, give me the pretty girl with the ugly body, dog. And I like physique, dog. I do. I like physique. I'm a fan of hot bodies, things of that nature. Man, if you got an ugly face, but you got, matter of fact, you know what? I'll switch that. I'll take that back. Give me the ugly face and the hot body, dog. I can't even bring myself to do it. Give me the ugly face and the hot body, dog. I can imagine. Fuck that. We Rupp said, when you get older, it's like pussy is pussy. Well, I won't go that far, but yeah, give me the hot body, dog. I can imagine. Ugly body, I don't care how good you look. Your body not on point, you losing points. Tiger said, was I expecting the Titans Commanders game to be close? Yes, of course. It's any given Sunday, of course. Who that for life said, I'm not a chubby chaser. I'm not. I have slept with some, larger sized women. It wasn't necessarily very enjoyable or whatever the case may be. There's moments in which you're like, hey, man, pussy, but still, if you have preference and stuff like that you're looking for, then you don't want to find yourself in a situation in which you're settling or whatever. J.O. said, speaking of Rondé Barber, that dude needs to be in the hall ASAP. I agree 110%. He needs to be in the hall. There's no reason why he shouldn't be in the hall. Of that team, Sapp, Lynch, Brooks, Barber, Simeon Rice, all of those guys are Hall of Famers. Jesus said you can fix your physique, but you can't fix ugly. But here's the problem, though. You're saying if you're saying pick between the two, then it's like you got to pick between the two, and that's what you're dealing with. Period. Because I would love to try to add, an asterisk to, well, if you take the hot body, you take the hot face, and then the ugly body, we could work on the ugly body. Well, at the thing that's presented, there's no, oh well, you could work on this. All right, you got to pick between the two. So since that's the case, give me the hot body and the ugly face. Just make that out. I'll make that happen. The paper bag, things of that nature. Gio said, so Lizzo versus Cardi B. That's pretty much what it is. Well, I actually don't find Cardi B relatively attractive, visually. And on top of that, with the well, that would actually, attribute to it because Lizzo's face is actually not that bad. So I'll take that back because that's actually the perfect analogy. But with Cardi, it's not necessarily a hot body because it's a purchased body. So, I mean, ain't nobody trying to deal with no sort. I don't really care too much about the earth enough to where I'm going green. So what do I need that plastic for? Whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen, second half is beginning. If you haven't hit the like button already, what are you waiting for? Oh, I should put an echo on that. So if you haven't hit the like button already, what are you waiting for? The kick goes out of bounds, and now they're going to get the football at the 40-yard line. They need to do something right now. David said neither of them are that attracted to you. Hey, man, I agree 110%. Lizzo has a decent face, but because she's so doggone large, her full potential will never be reached. Honcho put 2 on said, do I agree with Dion's comments on the Hall of Fame? 110%. They letting some cats in. I've always been of the I've always been a proponent of, hey man, not everybody should get in. It should be something exclusive. I don't think you need to have every single year 7 motherfuckers get in. I think that's foolish. If somebody don't qualify, you shouldn't get in. I think Rod Woodson or somebody else had said you should get 10 tries. If after 10 years you can't get in the hall, hey man, it's over. And you know what's funny? There's a shit ton of people who are deserving that didn't make it. And then now you're in a situation with an era where there's a shit ton of inflated stats. Now you're looking at it like, come on now. Because with the amount of people who's messing around and getting in, now you're looking at some people like, yo, wait a minute. If this motherfucker's in, then this motherfucker got to get in. If that motherfucker's in there, then this person got to get in. If they not getting in, then why the fuck they letting them in? Like the fact that T.O. wasn't first ballot, that shit eats away at my soul. Marvin Harrison wasn't first ballot. How? That doesn't make sense. Shannon Sharp wasn't first ballot. How? It's confusing. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But we're not going to keep going that way. Zach Thomas should be in the Hall of Fame as well. But who that for life said, really, you made an ego-friendly joke off body enhancement, sir. If there's a joke there, you are living proof you'll find it. Well, yes, that is true. I will find a joke one way or another. First down for Baltimore right now. They're taking advantage of Hubbard going, oh, wow, well, he should have made that tackle. I'll take that back. Dobbins was able to shed off that damn tackle. But Hubbard got to make that tackle right there. There's no reason why you should miss that tackle or have that tackle broken. How is Joe Jacoby not in the Hall of Fame? Oh, where was he going? They should have ran. They should have a play action. Actually, no, they actually ruined it because the play action would have been great on first down. GB Door said, "Love your Russian fight, your Russian MMA fight reactions. I appreciate that." They just traded Deion Jones. That's what Mr. GH mentioned that earlier. KT Chris said, I know the Steelers felt that pain on Sunday afternoon. Matt Canada is fired, washed. And did I see Bray Wyatt return Saturday night? I did see that. Oh, my God. Good. You got – oh, man. That's the second bad overthrow from Lamar Jackson here tonight. That's the second bad overthrow from Lamar Jackson tonight. God damn. Jamal in the building. What's going on? Do I think Darrelle Revis is going to make it to the Hall? Absolutely, he'll make it to the Hall. And he'll be a first ballot. Darrelle Revis will make it to the Hall, and he'll be a first ballot. Whoa, August 3 said Lamar's washed. All right, come on now. What are we doing? You thought I wasn't going to see that? You was just going to sneak that up in there like we can't read? Oh, Mark Andrews can't get there. They tackled him. He's not going to be able to pick up the first down. He's going to be, stop short. Whoa. Lamar is, see, and here's the difference between the Baltimore Ravens and multiple different teams. Because you have a situation, right, where Lamar can say, yo, I want to stay on the field, and the coach will roll with it. But he'll give you the opportunity to determine what you think should happen. This is the way that it should be. Don't get me wrong. Now, unless, of course, you're a quarterback that's constantly like, yo, I never want to punt. I don't want to. You give your team an option, but you got to live by it. You got to die by it across the board. I think they just going to try to draw them offside. No, they're not. They're actually going for it here. Get rid of the ball, Lamar. Oh, my God, he's going for it. He got him, man. He overthrew him again. This motherfucker here, he had Mark Andrews right there for the first down. Then he launched it for Wallace and overthrew him. What? Boy. Hey, I want to see L. Lamar in the chat room. L. Lamar in the chat room. What the hell? What is going on, bruh? This man looking like a married woman with all these misses. You would have thought he was a part of communism the way he overthrowing motherfuckers. What the hell's going on over here? Join the Taliban, Lamar Jackson, overthrowing Poppy motherfucker you. What is he doing with the football tonight? What is he doing with the football tonight? Jesus Christ, man. What is he doing? He couldn't hit a wall with a dart. This man missing every goddamn big pass. Everything today. Arlen Patuan said, look like you about to reconsider that black QB list. Hey, man. Ben Patuan said, the Browns just traded for Falcons Deion Jones. Yes, indeed. This is craziness, bruh. This crazy. How? Two of the last 3 plays were touchdowns, and he overthrew his man. If the Ravens win this game, Lamar better shake everybody's hand if they win this game. If they don't, motherfuckers going to be staring at this man. Rightfully so. Because that's ridiculous. Boomer Sooner put 5 on it. Said, what are my top 5, what are my top players with a career short in all sports? Top players with their careers cut short. Gale Sayers, Terrell Davis. Gale Sayers, Terrell Davis, Brandon Roy. Gale Sayers, Terrell Davis, Brandon Roy. Well, I want to say Derrick Rose, but he's still playing. Oh! Burrow threw a pick right into the hands of Patrick Queen. What? What? Boy, what are the quarterbacks doing today, dog? What are they doing? Bo Jackson. What are they? Fam. He never saw him? I need to see the replay. Show us the replay. What was Patrick Queen doing? Did this man disguise himself on top of the crest at midfield? Did Burrow just never see him? Oh, Burrow never saw him. Burrow never saw him. Burrow never saw him. Oh, I know he's sick. He never saw him. Damn. Yeah, he's shaking his head. You lent liquor. Who are you calling a cootie queen? You lent liquor. Humming said Laverne Cox's body is perfect. Pause. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, Lord, Lamar's going deep again. So this man is overthrow, underthrow Poppy. He did get rocked, but he's underthrow, overthrow Poppy. Come on, man. John put 5 on it. Said, would I put my money? Who would I put my money on for the Eagles and Cowboys? Actually, I would put my money on the Eagles. You know what's funny is I actually want to not bet against the Cowboys. However, I think Philly is the better football team. However, the Cowboys have the better defense. Philly has a substantially better offense. So, but their defense is competent. So because that's the case, I think Philly's the slightly better football team right now. Sup, it's M. Put 2 on it. Said, will I do a video on the A7FL? At perhaps something could be in the works. Perhaps. This is wild, bro. What are they doing? 3rd and 5, 11:45 on the clock here, 3rd quarter. They're at the 41-yard line. Hit that like button if you haven't already. There you go, and they can't pick up the first down. And now it's about to be 4th and 4. Von Bell with the tackle. Send out Justin Tucker. kick this 57-yarder. And knowing how this game has been going, I would not be surprised if Justin Tucker mess around and miss. It's Tucker time. I would not be surprised if this man went out there, fucked around, and missed. Since 2021, he's 9 of 9 for field goal attempts from 50-plus yards. This attempt here is a 58-yard field goal. Am I confident that Justin Tucker will make this kick? The way that today's been looking, I would not be surprised if he missed. Prove me wrong, Justin Tucker. The kick is through the uprights, and it is good because he is the greatest kicker of all time, not named Adam Vinatieri. Truly, he can't pass him, and he already knows he's that dude. Evan McPherson is smiling on the other end. He's like, man, that guy is great. Johnny B. Pofavo said Lamar's arm is the ISIS of the quarterback, man. He is a magnificent kicker. He is a magnificent kicker. Justin Tucker is, and he has a little bit of a personality. He sings opera and all this other stuff that people actually really enjoy him. You make the person feel like they're really a part of the team. I hate how they exclude kickers and all that other stuff from different sort of places. You always got to play a role or whatever. David Box in the building said, let's go Baltimore only because I live close. There it is. You should have went to the game, brother. Q45 said, let's set the record straight. Blue cheese on wings? Yeah, on wings? No. Dip it. You dip the wing inside of the blue cheese, then by all means. But on wings? Absolutely not. Hall of Fame, Justin Tucker? Absolutely. I think in this generation, there are only, after Vinatieri, the next Hall of Fame kicker is Justin Tucker. I don't think right now there's anybody else. Well, what about Robbie Gould? No. What about Matt Bryant? No. Justin Tucker. No, Pat McAfee's not Hall of Fame. Stop it. I know we could all like the people, but no, that's not how it works. I remember being on television or being in media, it only enhances your career to where people are just like if you ever go to a comment section of anybody who ever played any sport ever, motherfuckers will be deriding like a mother. There's nothing wrong with showing support. It's another thing if you just straight gassing motherfuckers up, dog. Like, man, you were the greatest to ever play for the like Thomas Jones comment, because Thomas Jones, I guess he's an actor now, comments from time to time on different sort of posts or whatever. Motherfuckers in the comments say, hey man, they couldn't stop you and all this stuff. Man, you gotta put you in the Hall of Fame. And I'm like, fam. He was a great player. He's not on that level. It's crazy. Like LaShawn McCoy, it don't matter what this man comment online, regardless of whether it's, goofy or not. Somebody gonna be, crazy work. Hey, man, he gave crazy. We're like, fam, what's wrong with y'all? Relax. Now, Thomas Jones is an underrated running back by all means, but Hall of Famer? Come on now. Does that mean he wasn't a good football player? He was a very good football player, exceptional football player. He just wasn't on that particular level. But it doesn't matter. As long as you are somebody that somebody know, all of a sudden, hey, man, you are amazing. I can't believe it. Like even the tight end who just passed away, motherfuckers who ain't know that man from a hole in the wall. Under the comment section, after he did, hey, man, we done lost a great one, man. I missed you on the field and all that. You know damn well you never knew. Why are you doing this? It's weird. 3-point lead right now for Baltimore. Under 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Mixon's going absolutely nowhere. Flairneth, I think that's how it be pronounced, said, you already in your Hall of Fame commentary because of your voice got people trapped in a genjutsu. I appreciate that, but I am not there. Yeah, people do it for attention. Absolutely, they do it for attention. My top 5 quarterback list. I think I had said this in the past, but if I had to go and put 5 quarterbacks in no particular order, Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers, and then I would have Dan Marino, actually Drew Brees, I would end up putting in there at the 5 of that would be the 5 that I would have. And I think I'm comfortable with that 5. Breeze, Brady, Manning, Breeze, Brady, Manning, Montana, and Rogers. I think I feel comfortable with that 5 there. Introverted DX for 5 on said when all else fails, Tucker we trust. Also, I hope AB gets much needed help he needs. Well, I would hope that he does get the help he needs, but Lord knows I'd highly doubt it's going to happen. 3rd and 3. Wow, the Ravens tried to bring people and failed. And are they going to throw a flag? Yes, they will. Hey, I actually think there could be a opportunity of feet getting tangled together. Let me see here. Marcus Peters definitely does get flagged a lot, but I'd like to see if it was a feet tangling situation. They're going to call it pass interference. Breeze over Marino, interesting. Yeah, because Breeze played in a very inflated kind of offense where he'd pick up a lot of empty yards. Now, but you can't discredit the fact that this man threw for 5,000 numerous different times before motherfuckers can conjure up that idea. Yeah, there definitely was a defensive holding that was there for sure. There was definitely a defensive holding that was there for sure. Marcus Peters this man just steadily get cooked, bro. I'll never forget his first fucking 4 years in Kansas City. He was a turnover machine. He was getting picks, recovering fumbles left and right, but my God, was he getting cooked. People talk about Trevon Diggs right now. You should have seen Marcus Peters at his peak, bro. This man will give up 800 yards a season, but he'll have 5, 6, 7 picks, and people, oh my God, first team pro him. Like, fam, you're not even watching. We're not watching the same thing. Jared said Mixon is going absolutely nowhere, and neither are the New York Mets. Take out your Metro card and get aboard the L train. Wait, the Mets got eliminated? Weren't they in the wild card? Damn. So is that just the end of the wild card? Yeah, I guess that's the end of the wild card. Damn, Mets. Well, it's clipped for them. Wow. 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 That's a shame. You going home. You won 100+ games just to not even qualify. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Elimination song. Joe Mixon. Here we go. Nope. Go. Oh, boy. And Peters, are they going to get a flag? No, they're not. Which franchise gets number 18 first? Yankees? Well, which franchise gets the Yankees have 27, don't they? But Celtics or Lakers, to be honest with you, I actually would lean more towards the Lakers getting a championship before the Celtics at this particular stage because despite the fact that the Celtics did go to the NBA Finals and everything, they have a shit ton that's going on in the organization. And because that's the case, I'm not sure if their core will remain together. 2 years from now, unless they were to bring somebody else in to aid with that core, I think they'll end up taking a step backwards. And on top of that, I don't think Jaylen Brown's getting the respect that he deserves. Somebody going to throw some money at that brother. Mr. GH up a 5-1 said, just helped write the Mets into the death note on Discord. Well, there it is. Gerald put 5-1 said, U3 will have fun in his congratulations Mets video. We're now under 7 minutes left to go here. Oh, boy, this game definitely not passing 11:15 for sure, bro. The time is flying off the clock right now. Here we go. Joe Burrow takes the snap. 3rd and 6. Here comes the rush. He's got time. Great clean pocket. You got to tackle P. Ryan, but there's holding. I think it's going to come back. Actually, is holding probably going to be on the Ravens here. First off, how the fuck does Samaje Perine get the first down there? That is crazy. You talk about lack of tackling. That's wild, bruh. Hands to the face defense. Yup, automatic first down. Of course it's declined. It would have been a first down one way or another, but my God, how does Samaje Perine pick up first down there? That's crazy. Yeah, I said Perine is thick. First off, pause. But then second, good Lord. Straight up in this man's face was Marcus Peters. What is wrong with him, bruh? Yeah. Baltimore really, really, really playing. Hey, Lamar better look at himself in the mirror, dog. Because they're not in this situation right now if this man don't overthrow motherfuckers. But Samaje Perine should have got tackled. It's one thing if you just breaking tackles. It's another if a motherfucker is just diving for somebody's legs. They're afraid for the contact or really want to, put them shoulders on you. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Yeah, I said Eagles got lucky, but Kyler choked so bad. I wouldn't say the Eagles got lucky. I think Arizona didn't prepare correctly. Here we go. It looked like Baltimore not sure what they running out there. 5 minutes left to go here. You already know Burrow's spinning out. He's on the move. Not enough for a first down, but enough to get across the 15. Jarvis Patuan said, birthday in 2 weeks. Chiz need a shout out. Hey, man. Well, happy birthday in advance. John D said, your commanders must suck. Oh, my commanders may suck, and the rest of their family is in the NFC East. Should I bandwagon any team yet? # police, help, police. Actually, no. I would not bandwagon. You roll with your team until you can't roll no more. DeWizzy said, damn, I thought the Yankees had 17. I didn't know they had 27. Good Lord. Yeah, they had a shit ton of championships. 3rd and 5 here. Watch. Oh, my God. They're going to score right here. What the fuck kind of defense this man was doing sumo out there? What the hell was that, bro? Fam, this lack of discipline just took Cincinnati down the field, dog. The lack of discipline just took Cincinnati down the field, dog. What the hell was this man doing? Hamilton was look at the defense. Look at this man, hands of a sumo hands. Let me just almighty push. What was he doing with his hands, bro? Why? You didn't even need to do that. You make him settle for a field goal. I hate that shit so much. I don't understand how that happens. They better hope they get a miracle and stop them here at the goal line, but it ain't happening. And they're going to be another flag. Oh, they should have thrown another flag. That man held his back flap. Don't get in his face when you know you was holding. That would have been another touchdown. Clark know damn well he was holding. If they showed us a replay, you'd see that man tucking his back flap. Look at the hole. Look at the hole from Clark. Clark over here. Nah, that's good defense. Look at the hole. The twist. Come on, man. What you doing, man? Don't start talking trash when you know what you did. You know they about to run that slant. They about to run that Jamar Chase slant. Watch how Peters get cooked. Peters going to lunge. Oh, they should have ran the slant. No, they're going to go. Oh, it's going to be oh, God damn. Peters made a play. My apologies. I take that back. I apologize for my outburst. Peters was supposed to get cooked, and Peters said, fuck you, diligent, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical, individual, children. Fuck you. I'm going to make a play. Peters done laid the wood on Tyler Boyd. I apologize for my outburst. He said, let me show you what I can do. Let me show you how great I am, said Marcus Peters. And he laid the boom on Tyler Boyd and shut me the fuck up. Dropped that Boyd to 17. My apologies, Peters. I take that back. He going to get cooked later on in the game. We got to make things right. Somebody cook Peters. Whatever the case may be. I apologize for my outburst. Jake, I literally don't care. I couldn't bring myself to care, Jake. I don't care. I reported the channel. You're welcome. I don't care. I don't care, Jake. I don't. Many people have reported the channel. I could give a fuck. I don't go to sleep thinking about, oh man, Jake Zion said he reported the channel. I'm devastated that Jake Zion is commenting that he's reporting the channel. Please don't do it, Jake Zion. I don't give a fuck about you, pussy. I care about everybody else in the chat room. You spent the last 25 minutes commenting, I reported the channel. Who gives a fuck what the hell you did? What was it LeBron said after the 2011 finals? Hey, man, I wake up every morning. I'm LeBron James. You got to wake up every morning and you. All right, Jake Zion, I wake up every morning. I'm the Chiseled Adonis. You got to wake up tomorrow. You, Jake Zion. You the motherfucker who spent 25 minutes in comment section. I'm going to report your channel. Just fucking do it, pussy. Just fucking do it. Huh? Do it. Do it again. Make another burner account and do it. Keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. Now, I ain't even going to block him. I'm going to leave you in there. I want you to feel the freedom of me not giving a fuck. Now, Deion Jones is headed to the Browns. Yes, indeed. Whatever the case may be. I don't understand why they were trying to force a shovel pass on 4th down. That was really stupid. That was kind of dumb. Take the points. Why? Zach Taylor doing the same shit that John Harbaugh did. I don't. Why? You know? Why? That was really stupid. That was really stupid. You fucked yourself. Oh, damn. They done hid the messages for Jake Zion. I'm going to play that little violin for your bum ass, Jake. Like a good neighbor, Jake Zion's blocked. The fuck out of here, pussy. What's wrong with you? People enjoying a good stream. You over here with your goddamn bullshit. Nobody cares about you. We care about everybody else in the chat room. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios. We are now in the 3rd quarter of this AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens, where both teams simply do not want to win this game. Lamar Jackson has overthrown wide open receivers on 4 different occasions. He's missed a few first downs that could have definitely led to touchdown or field goal scoring drives. Joe Burrow has been under duress in the first half a little bit, but here in the second half, not so much. But they went all the way down the field. Some help from the referees because they constantly kept throwing flags. Rightfully so, because the Baltimore Ravens were guilty of every single one. But they failed to not only score a touchdown here, but also kick a field goal. And now with 2:45 left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter, they trail 10-13. Will J.K. Dobbins get out of the end zone? Yes, he will. Across the 5-yard line to the 6. Leech King said, hey, yo, Chiseled, what's going on? Hey, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Yeah, there was a lot of necrophilia out there in the Star Fox, pardon me, Star, what the fuck is it? What the hell is the, what the hell happened to Collins? He ran over to go talk to Collins. What was going on? What the hell do I call the Patriots Stadium? Star Foxborough, that's what it was. Okay, Lamar Jackson better make a play. Get rid of the football. Just missed Mark Andrews, and now it's a 3rd and 6. Let me tell you something right now. I'm not a big fan of Lamar Jackson not using his legs to go pick up first downs right now. I'm very confused as to why he's not doing it. No. Who the hell am using M&T Bank Stadium for Baltimore? I was trying to remember what the hell I called the stadium for the Patriots. Because I kept thinking Gillette. I'm like, no, it's not Gillette. It's Star Foxborough. That's what it is. Yeah, he didn't get the completion over to his man. Am I going to be at Raw tomorrow? Yes, I will be. Let me make sure to remind me to disclose what location I'm fixing to be at, so you guys at least know where I'm going to be at. Oh, there's Mark Andrews, gets the reception, going to pick up the first down, protect the football, stupid, across the 25-yard line. Magnificent. Let's get ourselves a longer drive right here so we can end this game much faster than I would like. Or I should say much faster like I would like, not much faster than I would rather like, because I wouldn't mind the fast games. I could go to sleep. Lord knows I'm moving on 4.5 hours of sleep. I really can utilize a good night's sleep tonight. Joshy Nelson, put 10 on it. Said I had to play Madden for my Lions to get a dub this week. That's pain. That is absolute pain. Tiger said, what's my favorite brand of chips and what's my favorite flavor of chip? When I was younger, I was really a fan of, believe it or not, I really liked Fritos. It was pretty cool. But Doritos was pretty cool. So I would say Doritos, and a lot of people go Cool Ranch, but when they introduced that spicy chili thingamabob, I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. So I'd probably say Doritos, and the spicy chili brand was pretty cool. I didn't mind that. That wasn't too bad. Doritos is all right. Because when I was younger, I used to eat a shit ton of chips. Like Dipsy Doodles was pretty cool. Cheetos was always good. I actually enjoyed Party Mix. I wasn't a big fan of the pretzel, but I like the option of having like a pretzel in there, but I'm not paying particularly for the pretzel. So, I'll probably just go Doritos. Doritos is always a go-to. Oh, well, Lamar, guess what? Lamar fucking listen. Use your feet. We're going to the fourth quarter. All of a sudden, now Baltimore is moving and cruising once more when Lamar uses his feet. Use your fucking feet. You're going to the fourth quarter. Don't rush the damn play. What you going to rush the play to get a play before the third quarter for? Just go to the fourth, walk to the other side of the field. Why are you even going to try to huddle? Y'all going to get together. Y'all not even lining up in time. Just move to the other side of the field. Why y'all even getting a huddle for? What you even getting a huddle for? Just walk to the other side of the field, man. Who the hell they lying to? Jack said best two teams in the division. I mean, yeah, Cleveland lost today. Oh, we're going to wait till we come out of the Boozy chip. I actually never had no Boozy chips. Diallo said, why not give it to the running backs? Well, Lamar does categorize. CJ said, have I ever used a purple bag of Doritos with your Rotel? What do you mean? With your Rotel? What does that mean? Buffalo Blazing Ranch Doritos. Actually, I think I may have seen that. I can't recall if I had eaten it, but I do remember that. Was my view on Extreme Rules. Really enjoyed it. A very good pay-per-view. Liv Morgan, Ronda Rousey absolutely sucked. But outside of that, everything else was good. And now it's the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to wait till we come out of the break, and then we will sound the alarm. Justin Stone, for 5 on, said, are the Bears capable of beating the Lions this year? Yes, absolutely. Because the Lions can't play 4 quarters, and the Bears' offense is absolutely horrible. However, the Lions' defense also is horrible. So it evens out. King James said Pittsburgh don't want the division. They tired of dominating for decades. Actually, no, because believe it or not, Cleveland with 3 wins, ultimately today, either Baltimore or Cincinnati having 3 losses. For all intents and purposes, as it pertains to the division, Pittsburgh just needs to stay within a game and a half to make things interesting by the end of the season. Because we've seen crazier things transpire. I've always said, all you need is to stay within a 2-game radius of the division. You take care of business, and you just sit back on your hands and watch what happens. You'd be surprised, man. You would be surprised. You just got to stay within somewhat of striking distance, because the leader in the division right now will have 1 game on top. Because consider Pittsburgh lost to Cleveland, and they beat Cincinnati. So you're 1-1 in the division, right? Now, whenever they play Baltimore, let's just say because I think they're going to split with Baltimore regardless. Let's just say, all right, they get a 2-1 record in the division, right? And now they beat Baltimore. They're tied with Cleveland in record, but they beat Cincy and Baltimore. All they would need to do is just find themselves in a situation. Now, of course, the second game, if they lose, and they lose the tiebreak. But let's just say you just find yourself in a situation where you guys got the same record. You can make stuff happen. You can make things interesting. So that's what needs to happen. Now, the probability of that happening is very futile with the way that they're playing football right now. Wow, Mark Andrews with a great reception. But I've always said you just need to stay relatively close, and then at that point, just take care of your business, because crazier things have happened. That's why I'm not too concerned about what's going on with Pittsburgh. Because if you're in a division, let's say Baltimore and Cincinnati was 4-0 or some shit, now you're looking at like, fam, the separation between both team and record is crazy. But 1-4 to 2-3 to 3-2, and then ultimately 2-3 again, you're still right there. Now, by far the worst team in the division, without question. But yeah, that's just something that needs to be said right there. But it's the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen, so you already know what time it is. I need you to turn up the volume inside your crib. Let the people know right now that the horn is sounded. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Who the Hell Uses M&T Bank Stadium once more for this AFC North heated matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals in the final 5th 15 minutes to decide who will take sole possession of number one in the AFC North. Lamar Jackson has missed countless throws here tonight. Joe Burrow has failed to convert on numerous different, occasions here tonight. We've seen both teams result with a turnover. Interception from Lamar Jackson, interception from Joe Burrow. We've seen kickers showcase their strength in legs. We've seen coaches make bad decisions and fail on fourth down, but in the final times when it's time to put up and shut up, we will see who is the better ball club, who has the strength to outlast their opponent, and moreover, who's moving into sole possession of first place in the AFC. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you right now to put the fours in the chat room as Mark Andrews picks up another first down. If you got this man in fantasy, you better start flexing your bicep, tricep there. But right now, but ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the fourth quarter. Mess around, lose my doggone voice. But we are in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Drop them fours in the doggone chat room. Drop them fours in the doggone chat room. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are in the fourth quarter. It's time to put up a shut up. We're into the fourth quarter. Who's not gonna fucking show up? Into the fourth quarter. The Ravens and the Bengals in a battle for first place. It's the fourth quarter. Last 15 minutes, well, really 13 minutes, whatever the case may be, one way or another, somebody's got to make a play. If I was playing on Madden, I would be milking the fucking clock like no other. You pick up, let's say you aim to get 7 or 8 on first down. You mess around and try to get 2 on second, and you just slowly, gradually move down the field. I was the master of fucking time of possession, bro. Best way to win games, keep the football out the opposing team's hands. Chew clock like a motherfucker. I used to average like 45 minutes of time of possession. People hated me. Why don't you just snap after you get the play? Nah, I'm making audibles at the line like a motherfucker. I'm making audibles at the line like a motherfucker. You would have been wondering what the hell's going on. I got you in a genjutsu. From the opening snap, you're going to be sitting there thinking to yourself, why the hell is he still at the line holding the ball? Little did you know the genjutsu was already activated on your side of the field in every single one of your defensive players' minds. All they living in is, yo, what the fuck, son? Yo, I'm just trying to work, son. Can I go, yo, what is this? Boy, extreme wind. Ah, shit. Shut up. You're in the goddamn genjutsu. You've already been caught. You thought you was going to be able to escape? Me thinks not. Me thinks not. You know how many times people be like, man, where the hell you at? I'm like, fam, this video is like from fucking 2016, man. You know how long ago that shit was? I can't even remember what happened. Actually, it was a rainstorm that came through. Yeah, I said Pickett was actually okay today. Pick a side. Well, yes, he was actually okay today. He wasn't bad. Oh, John Harbaugh's daughter at Notre Dame? Okay, ain't too bad. Here we go. If I'm Lamar, get that shit to. We're going to get the ball too. Don't dump it off. Run, 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 run. Got somebody. Woo! All right, Devin Duvernay. Enough for a first down? No, they're going to mark him 1 yard short. Spot that football, move that clock. Come on now. Eat up some clock. Where was I? I needed that backstage brawl at the Hey, Chris, I've been in the crib. Well, I went upstate yesterday, but upstate New York, that is, unless you're from New York City, then upstate. What upstate? Upstate, what does that mean? Did they give him the first down? I think they did. There's the handoff there. Where is Kendrick Drake? Oh, but there's laundry on the field. God damn it. Yeah, I'm fatigued, dog. I need to sleep. I tried to sleep last night. Brutal, bro. Whoa, defense. I'll never understand defensive holding on a run play. What the hell were you trying to do? I'll never understand defensive holding on a run play. Yeah, but I had like 4.5 hours of sleep. I had 2 intervals of 4 hours. No, pardon me. I had 2 intervals of 40 minutes. And then I had a solid hour, but I just kept waking up in the middle of the night. It was ridiculous. It made no doggone sense. I was very confused. Thoughts on the Fiend return? I love it. Now, 3-point lead right now for Baltimore, leading over Cincinnati. Here we go. 1st and 10. The pass is ricocheted into the air. Wow, Lamar Jackson threw a shoulder to try to ensure that there wouldn't be an interception. Good hands by Pratt, the man with the lone sack on Jackson. Well, I don't think it's the lone sack on Jackson no more. I think Jackson took another sack or whatever, but Pratt is definitely limping. Good job getting your hands up right there. Can't be this is why you got to be a little taller sidearm. Wow, Lamar was like, fuck out of here. I'm going to throw a shoulder at your bitch ass. You think you about to get a pick on me? Hell no. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 here. Hey, let's see if they keep somebody there for Lamar. No, they don't. All right, he's just going to go pick up about 4. Let's keep that clock moving. But you actually need a touchdown here. A field goal does you no favors. Don't get me wrong. More points is always welcome. But I think a touchdown works way better in your favor to make it a 2-possession game. Field goal still puts them in a situation where they go down the field, they get a touchdown. Guess what? 1-point lead. So what you're going to want to do, go down the field, get yourself a touchdown. You came this far. It's 3rd and 6. Let's see what they're going to do. I'd spread out the defense, see what kind of coverage that they sitting in right here. Don't line up in no stack. You go out and spread. Oh, they're tight. They ain't a tight spread. Oh, send them in motion. Wait a minute. Oh, they ain't, man. Okay, all right. There it is. You got to get there, young man. You got to get there. Extend. You should have stick the goddamn football out. Now it's, oh, Jesus Christ. Here comes Harbaugh. Here comes Harbaugh time. It's 4th and goal. This man Lamar said, keep us on the field. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord in heaven. Come on now. What are we doing? Oh, no. Oh, here comes Harbaugh time. Balls is fucking steel. Lamar said, nah, I want to stay out there. Lamar said, I want to stay out there. They should have just kept going. You know what? I think that could be a first. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. He's definitely short. I think Harbaugh wants to review. Yeah, they're just going to try to see if they could draw them off sides. It's not happening. Yeah, they're going to take the delay of game, take the points. Take the points. Send out. You failed the last time, take the points this time. Learn from your mistake. Oh, Lord. Oh, what the hell? IG said, go for it. We big dick turnover here. What does that mean? Big Nick Nova. What does that mean? Big. What does that mean? Where'd that come from? What does that mean? 4th and 5 here. Get a little bit more space for Justin Tucker. He's made 59 straight field goals in the 4th quarter. That's the longest streak in NFL history. The probability of Justin Tucker missing a field goal from 25 yards, absolute lunacy. There's no way he would have missed it. Puts it through the uprights, and it's good. 6-point game right now. Baltimore leading 16-10. Let me tell you something right now. The next 2 drives will define this football game. Baltimore needs a stop, and they need points. Once more, this is a game that Baltimore has shown time and time again they should win, and they have shown that they're the better football team thus far. Cincinnati has capitalized on Baltimore mistakes, and Baltimore has completely fucked themselves numerous different times in this game. They need to finish, bottom line. Was my favorite cartoon show in my childhood and nowadays. Nowadays, One Piece, I guess, from childhood, Dragon Balls. Oh, I just cracked the fuck out my back. God damn. Take the points. This ain't The Bills divisional game. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I said Cincinnati now, whenever Zach Taylor has to prove he isn't being carried by defense, the overrated coach. They're gonna need to finish here. And you know what's funny? For Cincinnati, if I'm not mistaken, right now, their leading receiver for Cincinnati is still Hayden Hurst. Jamar Chase has 4 catches for 22 yards. Don't get me wrong, but there's no reason why a man who's lined up across from Marcus Peters for the better half of this game, that is Jamar Chase, isn't cooking this man. You said you top 5. It's time to prove it. Because Burrow's had the time. For the most part, he's had the time. So there's no reason why this man should be completely locked down the way he getting locked down. That shit's crazy, bro. Jamar Chase going to need to make a play. He going to need to make a play. It's divisional football right now. He going to need to make a play. When the lights come on, you got to perform. And this man getting cooked. He's drawn a couple of penalties. But those penalties, I think, well, I don't want to say it got less to do with him because, of course, I mean, the holding when he blew by Marcus Peters, that's great technique. That's his ability. However, you also got to take into account you got to finish, you know? You got to finish. So, Jamar Chase, you got to make a play. Distraught Patuan said, thoughts on J.K. Dobbins being utilized? I think it's a balance thus far with Baltimore. I think I'll be able to give a full analysis midway through the season rather than only a quarter through the season. Jadion for 5-1 said promo battle MJF versus Eddie Kingston versus Bray Wyatt versus Kevin Owens. Who do I have? MJF. In that group, in the order, MJF, Kevin Owens, Eddie Kingston. Actually, in that order, MJF, Kevin Owens, Bray Wyatt, Eddie Kingston. I would originally have KO in front of everybody, but I think MJF is just there's too much that he could touch on for Eddie Kingston. There's a lot that he can, him and Owens would go back and forth very well. He would definitely cross the line with Bray Wyatt for sure. But I'd have to say on the stick it's MJF and then Owens, Wyatt, then Kingston. Kingston's good on the mic or whatever, but I think Bray Wyatt is a sensational talker. I think when they did the whole Fiend thing, a lot of people have forgotten how good he is on the mic. But I think Kingston would be at the bottom of those 4. But here we go. 9:42 on the clock here. What is Burrow going to do? Straight handoff to Joe Mixon. Can he get around Peters? He's able to break the tackle, but they're still able to bring him down. How do I feel about them Steelers? Watch my postgame video. Not very happy. What episode of One Piece am I on? I have to watch today's episode, and then I'll be fully caught up. So I did not watch today's episode. Come on, Joe. Tevin said the defense has played good. The offense needs to step it up. Correct. John D said if I could be a GM for the Commanders and make 3 moves, what would it be? If I could be for one, Chase Young has to be healthy. But if I could make 3 moves, Wentz got to get moved. Because he's simply not the answer. Joe Mixon, huge pickup here. Big first down there. I'd make a change at quarterback. That's number 1. I'd get a change at quarterback. I would. How many carries is Gibson getting, on a game-by-game basis? Let's see here. Let me go find Washington. Is Gibson hurt? Is he healthy? How many carries is Gibson got 3 carries for 6 yards. Granted, they were losing. Actually, no. No, he had 3 carries for 6 yards. That's crazy. Of course, you want to get Robinson. Oh, boy, great defense there by the Ravens. Way to get their hands up. Gibson needs to see the football a bit more. Curtis Samuel had 6 catches for 62 yards on total targets. 8 went to Samuel. McLaurin only had 6 targets or whatever. So I need Gibson to get the football more. Carson Wentz got to go. Gibson got to get the football more. And Wentz actually, oh, Jesus. Yeah, Gibson got to get the football more. Carson Wentz could definitely have to go, and then you need to get somebody who could get Chase Young back in time. So there's that. Distraught Patuan said Harbaugh equal hot seat if the Ravens lose this game. I disagree. I would not say Jamar Chase can't get in. Whoa, there's laundry on the field. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, it's on Marcus Peters, ain't it? Oh no, they got somebody else. They got it on Williams. But yeah, fire Rivera. I think definitely Rivera it's not 2020 no more, and that defense has not, regained that same prominence that they had in 2020. So I would definitely have to say, get that defense switched up. Or I should say get that head coach switched up. Get Rivera up out of there. All right, here we go. Handoff to Mixon again. He's going to get to midfield and then the 49. Oh, pardon me. It's actually P. Ryan that they gave the football to. We're now under 8 minutes. It should have really been passed further than 8 minutes, but I could rock with it. Albert, put two on it. Said, I'm sure you roasted the Packers after that game. Upgrade the stadium. Jamar Chase been locked up all day. Yes, indeed. It's crazy, bro. He hasn't been able to really do anything for the most part. And this is a drive that Baltimore needs to stop. Now they're at the 49, empty formation. Let's see if the O-line can hold. It's going to be a quick pass over to Chase. Is he going to pick up the first down? Yes, he is. And he's able to get to the 40. They're going to do everything they can to start getting Chase going, bro. They're going to try to get him the football in any way possible. Rivera's not the problem. You have a former first-round pick at QB that died. Also, the PR issues with the sexual harassment. Dan Snyder fired Dan. Oh, of course. Well, how did I forget? Get Snyder the fuck out of there. You got to change the ownership. That's one. No, my only thing with Rivera is because Rivera hasn't necessarily been a spearhead for fucking dynamic offenses. That's never been the problem. I think he usually has the defense all right, but then his staffs never have an offense that's, freaking high-powered, all this other stuff. Outside of that 1 year with Cam or whatever. So I think for one, of course, Snyder has definitely got to go. And Wentz for sure. I think Heineke gave them a little bit of a spark versus, whatever the hell Wentz got going on right now. So there's that. But, Distraught Patuans, I'm surprised you haven't been roasting kickers. It's I want to do it at moments where it's necessary, because I feel like over the years, oh, well, there's Chase, and he's going to get stopped. Forward progress is probably going to set up a 3rd and 2. But I don't want it to get, too overbearing, perhaps. Or I should say redundant. Mixon used rapid spin. The Commanders' O-line is an issue. Oh, that's definitely one because, freaking, if you watch the commentary, fucking Wentz been getting lit up all fucking year. It's crazy. Under 5:30 left to go here in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Trailing by 6. 3rd and 1 here. Are they going to hand it off? Let's see what they do here. Play action fake. Burrow's going to dump it off right there to Tyler Boyd. Is he going to pick up the first down? Yes, he is. And he's going to get inside the 25. We've got approaching 5 minutes left to go here. And now time is continuing to move down. Nobody's going to use a timeout now because that'd be foolish. All right. Good job there. And here we go. Inside the 25, Joe Burrow, 22 of 33, 204 yards, TD, and an INT. Hand off to Joe Mixon, going to try to fight through the hole. Can't get in there. Nobody actually came to wrap him up. Joe Mixon could have bounced outside and picked up an additional couple of yards. Yeah, keep the clock going down. Keep the clock going down. We're approaching 11 o'clock right now. Keep the clock going down. I'm a fan of that. But remember, they need a touchdown. Last time they went down the field and they failed. Put Dabo Sweeney's son in. he's a Ravens back and it's a rookie season. This drive is the game. Essentially, yes, this drive is the game because I looked at it like, yo, if Baltimore can get a stop and they go down the field and get a field goal, game done. Now, crazier things have happened, but of course, this drive is it. And they're letting time move because nobody's going to use a timeout because they let the time. What did this drive start at, like 9 minutes or some shit? So because the clock dropped underneath 5 minutes, now you got to retain those timeouts. So essentially, this is it. Like, you can't kick a field goal and say, yo, defense, go make a stop, especially the way that the fucking Ravens offense has been playing. They've marched down the field. They haven't executed every drive, but they've marched down the field. So essentially, this is 4-down territory, period. This is 4-down territory, period. Bam! Chase got it. First down on Humphrey. Here we go. Wow. Marlon Humphrey never turned around. He never saw it coming. That's a great catch. That is a great catch. MLK said, Kid Buu has to be the greatest villain in anime history. He blew up the earth in his debut and went to heaven and beat up people he killed. Yeah, but he's definitely a villain's villain, for sure. Oh, I would run the football here. I would run the football here on a draw. There it is for Mixon. Bam. First touchdown. Got it. That's a touchdown. Oh, no, they should give him the touchdown. I say give him the touchdown. I say give him the touchdown. Oh, but there's a lot of time on the clock, though. I say give him the touchdown for sure. Oh, he's in. Nope, no, he's not. He's short. He is short. Yeah, he is short. I think he might be short. They're going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. There's already way too much time on the clock. If I'm Cincinnati, I would just QB sneak on all the damn plays. Because I'll never understand why the motherfuckers who on the inch line never QB sneak. I don't get it. That shit's dumb. Let me turn around and hand off. Let me fucking try to throw a fade. And fam, you on the inch yard, fam. If you can't pick up an inch, what are we doing? DeWizzy, I agree. Let him score. Fuck that. Let him score. Get the football back. They've moved down the field with ease and then ended up Mind you, all they need is a field goal. Think about it. If Cincinnati scores a touchdown here, right? Now, granted, you never want to just give up points left and right, but put yourself in a situation, 3 timeouts. If they let him walk in, if they let Mixon walk in there, you get the football back, you have 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. And a touchdown evens up the score. They kick the field goal. They lead by 1. If they decide to go by 2, which would be freaking stupid, you now have the best situation is they lead by 2. Baltimore got all 3 timeouts. They've moved down the field with ease. All they got to do is get in the field goal range. Tiger said, how would I feel if I found out my mother was a corn star? What does that mean? Corn star? Like she was a farmer or some shit? Oh, I think maybe you're trying to censor porn star. So if I found that out, I wouldn't necessarily be devastated. I'd be disgusted for sure. I'd probably look at my mother like, the fuck were you doing? You want to explain what the thought process here was? And if there was an actual plan or whatever, I'd say, okay. I mean, there are different avenues that you can go, especially my mother's fucking 68 years old. So if that's the case, the fuck were you doing at that particular age to where it's like, this is the avenue you had to go? Like, come on now. But I think for the children of this generation, with the amount of money that can be made on OnlyFans, granted, it's gonna haunt you or whatever. If you have a business, kind of mind, you can try to remove the emotion from it. But let's just be honest, there ain't no fucking way you're gonna sit over there like, oh man, Mom, I respect you for your, jumping in front of life and grabbing it by the balls and squeeze. No, you're gonna be like, fam, what the fuck, man? My mom was sucking dick on camera. Why? You're not gonna be feeling good, So for me, I'd be like, come on, man, I can't look you in the eye, dog. Now, Damien said that she just, no, my parents, my mother was born in 54, my dad was born in 57. I'm 27 years old. My mom had me at 40. My dad was 37. So what do they call it? Geriatric pregnancy, whatever the case is. Yeah, I was definitely that. Joe Burrow on the sneak gets the touchdown. There you go. 157. Leave it on the clock. Mark it. That's a touchdown. Whoa, why are they letting the clock go further and further down? It'd be 157. Good job, Joe Burrow. That's great. Woohoo! Yay! 7-minute drive. That's magnificent. Shit ton of clock on the time. Whole lot of timeouts left for Baltimore. All they need is a first down. I said all they need is first down. All they need is a field goal. This Justin Tucker time. If you're Baltimore, you should be chomping at the bits. That is not the sound that should happen at that. But yeah, you should be chomping at the bits. Kyrie said, what female celebrity would I date? Date? Here comes the field goal. I can't. I am. You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking Tessa Thompson, but I don't think I'll pass. Here's the field goal attempt on the extra point for McPherson, and oh my God, did he miss it? Oh, it's through the upper. Oh my, yo, he just snuck that shit in, bruh. He just snuck that shit in. Golly. You know, Janela, no, but Jan Aiko got a kid, so I'm not even going to introduce. I'm not even going to fucking. What are we? Oh wow, it went over the top, so that's why it was good. That's crazy, bro. Shit, I thought he missed it. Boy, I thought he missed it. Oh, before the kid, then by all means. Even before the kid, then by all means. I would say, nah, Chloe Bailey be doing too much. So I think I'll probably actually Kiki Palmer. I think yeah, probably Kiki Palmer. Yeah, I think Kiki Palmer. She gotta have it. She gotta have her fro out though. But Kiki Palmer. I'll say that. Kiki Palmer. I was thinking I don't want to go. I don't want to go older. I'd rather keep somebody around, my age. So I'll go Kiki Palmer. But the Cincinnati Bengals take their first lead of this game with under 2 minutes left to play. Kyrie said Chloe Bailey off limits. That's your girl. I'm in her subtweets every single day. I mean, granted, it's not like I be going through Shorty Twitter. It just pop up on my feed. I post my video. I'll move on with the rest of my life. Tony said you be high laughing at my UFC commentary. I appreciate that. No, Kiki can play multiple different fucking roles, but I think she's a pleasant young lady. I think definitely I think it could work with if I had to choose then Kiki. No, Joy Taylor's. I mean, Shorty's older. I'm talking about date. Like we just sleeping with motherfuckers and all right, but if it's actually date with the intent of, possibly actually staying together or whatever, I think probably that direction or whatever. What the fuck? They got what's her name? Camila Cabello on the Voice. All these singing motherfuckers. Here we go. Final. Oh shit! Yeah, Taylor Rooks is not bad at all. I would go. Yeah. Taylor Rooks for sure. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But here we go. Wait, the entire ball has to be inside. So they're trying to identify whether he made the extra point or missed the extra point. Interesting. Now Malika Andrews, it's clipped for her after that. After the Ime Udoka situation, it's clipped for her for me. Honcho put 5 on it. Say Kay Adams or Carissa Thompson. I choose Kay. No, if I had to choose between those two, Carissa Thompson all day, all fucking day. If you had to choose between those two, Carissa Thompson all fucking day. But here we go. All Lamar needs is a first down to find Mark Andrews. Andrews does not get out of bounds. Clock is still moving, but they got time. This is where Lamar, remember what I said when we entered the second half. It didn't make any sense that Lamar wasn't using his legs. He's in perfect leverage situation here. You got timeouts, use your legs here. If you don't see a read, use your legs. Mark Andrews better protect that football. Now you call a timeout. Go a timeout. Call a timeout. Call a timeout. Call a timeout. Actually, Zach Taylor might call a timeout here. Was that injury timeout? This motherfucker's hurt? What's going on? Oh, Pratt nearly stole that football. Oh, no. Lamar, run. Lamar better run. Lamar better run. Get down. Timeout. 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 Use a timeout. Use a timeout. There you go. Don't have me looking like Peyton Manning and shit. Over here, you talking about timeout, 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 timeout. There you go. Use the timeout there. Now you're not too far. Now you're not too far. This is all you got to do is get to a situation where you get in field goal range. That's all you need. They damn near at midfield right now. They damn near at midfield right now. This going to be a Tucker win. It's either a Tucker win or a Tucker loss. But remember, Lamar is the one who made the mistakes for them to be in this position. So the only way he can correct his wrongs is to bring them down the field into field goal range. He don't need to try no rocket balls to get a touchdown. A field goal literally wins, and you have the greatest kicker of all time not named Adam Vinatieri here. And really, I believe Tucker is actually a better kicker. Adam Vinatieri is a Hall of Fame kicker with Hall of Fame moments. Justin Tucker's a Hall of Fame kicker who didn't necessarily need all them Hall of Fame moments. He's just fucking consistent like nobody ever before. Bryce said, hell no, run the damn ball. Lamar, absolutely. Tiger said, smash or pass pizza dough. This brother's an evil motherfucker. What is going on here? Well, wait a minute. Was there not a Baltimore timeout? Why they still got all 3 timeouts slotted at the bottom? I'm confused. They're at the 45-yard line. They are gathering inside. Wait, there was a flag on since he had 12 people on the field. So the timeout, wow, they're able to keep their timeout. That's crazy. Hey, why y'all lining up? Hey, run a draw. There you go. Keep it yourself, Lamar. Big first down. Protect the football, stupid. And they're inside the 35 now. Now they got a little bit of leverage. Let the time run. Cincy better start using them timeouts now. Actually, no. If I'm Cincy, I wouldn't because they're still far enough to where that could be a 52-yard field goal. So don't use the timeouts yet. I'll take that back. Lamar kept it himself. He ran the draw himself. Had he not tripped on Duvernay, he could have messed around and scored. I'm shocked he took the ball back from Drake, but it's a smart idea that he did because I wanted the draw to go up the middle. Lamar tripped on Duvernay's foot. If he kept going, he could have definitely did something there. Cincinnati got to use them timeouts now. Joe Burrow looking sick. He did all them celebrating when you already seen. I said, what did I say before? Cincy's defense wasn't slowing down the Buffalo. Buffalo. They weren't slowing down Baltimore. Baltimore was going down the field at will. Lamar just missed a shit ton of passes. This is a game that should not have been close. But now, once again, he should not throw the football at all. The football should never go like this at all. Whoa. The game is nowhere near finished yet. It ain't done yet. They may be in field goal range. That's still a long-ass fucking field goal. They've got a ways to go. And on top of that, fumbles can happen. Crazier things have happened. They now at the 33-yard line. That would be a 50-yard field goal, 49, 50-yard field goal. That's still a deep field goal to kick. Doesn't matter if Justin Tucker is automatic or all this other stuff. We've seen this man miss before, a la extra point Saints and Ravens in who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium. But if I'm Baltimore, there is no throwing the football. You are only running here. It's Justin Tucker, though. This game is nowhere near done yet. Let's not get that twisted. Just because they entered field goal range does not mean the game is all the way over. So there can be fumbles. There can be piss poor play calls because we've seen that in damn near every primetime game this season, haven't we? Run the football, protect the football. A fumble here will derail everything that they done did. There's Lamar, protect the football. He's down inside the 30, and now that's going to be the final timeout used from Cincinnati. And now Baltimore's in business because they can pick up a first down here and make things really interesting. Because ultimately what Baltimore wants to do is set it up in a situation where there's no time left on the clock. So all they got to do is pick up a first down here, and they can make things spicy. And they got all the leverage. Why? Because Cincinnati had 12 motherfuckers on the field. Stupid motherfuckers, bruh. In a game where both teams kept fucking themselves, it was Cincinnati fucking themselves royally towards the end, bro. How the hell you got 12 players on the field? Baltimore called the timeout. The timeout got negated because they had 12 on the field. That's crazy, bro. Talk about undisciplined. Hit the like button if you just popped in, man. We got almost 1,000 up in here. Get them likes past 800. Here we go. 3rd and 1. I don't want to see a pass attempt. Lamar keeps it himself. Got the first down. Move the chains. And now you can figure out what it is that you want to do if you're Baltimore. I'm pretty sure they're going to let that sumbitch roll all the way down. Let it go all the way down and then send out Justin Tucker to win it here. Sunday Night Football, prime time. Oh, Jesus Christ. What time is it? It's 11. It is 11:16. Let me set up the goddamn redirection. The goddamn premiere is starting right now. I need this game to be done. Yeah, my video's premiering. Hold on, wait. Let me put the redirect so that once the stream is over, it'll redirect motherfuckers to the video right now. I didn't even know it was goddamn premiering. I need this game done right here. I need this game done right here, and then we go over to the premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Tucker is 24 of 25 on lead-changing field goal attempts in the final 2 minutes, fourth quarter, or overtime. The definition of clutch. The only miss, if I'm not mistaken, was against the New Orleans Saints maybe 4 years ago in who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium, but it's been a long time since there. One way or another, we are 3 minutes until the premiere of the video. I need Justin Tucker to bang this through the uprights, and it's good, so we could go ahead right into the video. I predicted that the game should be done before the video is officially going, so since that's the case, Justin Tucker, send us home. One way or another, we'll see a victory, whether it's the Cincinnati Bengals or the Baltimore Ravens. What will happen here? Justin Tucker is praying to his Lord. He sings opera, but tonight he kills Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. For the win, the snap, the hold, the kick, through the uprights. Perfect. Baltimore wins. Sunday Night Football. 19-17, hoist Justin Tucker in the air. You already knew he's got ice in his veins. Baltimore takes sole possession of first place in the AFC North. Ladies and gentlemen, we saw the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens here tonight. Joe Burrow went down the field with his old-ass 68-year-old father and his 54-year-old mother sitting somewhere in the nosebleeds. They watched their baby boy take the first lead of the Bengals all day with 2 minutes left to play. But they done forgot that the defense for the Cincinnati Bengals did virtually absolutely nothing here tonight. It was Lamar Jackson's errant passes left and right that kept this game relatively close. But with the money on the line, Lamar Jackson's legs put them in field goal range. And then it was the leg of Justin. I go to trans bars because they'll never know I'm a man, because with my appendage, I just tuck her. And he put it through the uprights and made sure the kick was good. And the Baltimore Ravens advance, knock themselves out of their 2-game slump to move on to 3-2 to boot the damn Cincinnati Bengals down to 2-3 as they take sole possession of first place in the AFC North. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. Make sure you stay right here because it's going to redirect you to the game highlight commentary for tonight. I have been your host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, where we saw the Baltimore Ravens tell the Cincinnati Bengals to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the